Microphone, Discord. Hey guys, can you say something real quick? Just to check levels again.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Awesome,
Hello.
awesome. Okay. Alright, so we're live. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Dragon's Cabin. My name is Winter Rain, Ice Dragon VTuber, Dungeon Master, and Variety Gamer. And today, we're playing a special Dungeons & Dragons game with my friends Draco the Blacksmith, Aki Aspin, and Matt Martin, who is gonna be here in a minute or so. But yeah, let's introduce everyone here. Draco, how about you go first since you're on the far left of the table? Can you tell everyone who you are and where they can find you?
Yeah. I'm Draco the Blacksmith. I am a Silver Dragon VTuber, and I play a variety of games ranging from simulator games, and Souls-like games.
Okay.
Pretty much it.
Oh yeah, guys. Hi everybody. I'm Aki Aspin. I'm an All-in Dragon VTuber, and I also play a variety of games, specifically retro games. I like a lot of roguelike games and JRPGs. And it's also my first time playing D&D, so I'm also very excited.
Nice. And I see that Martin has just joined the call. We just gotta pull you into VTS. You there?
Yeah, just give me a second to set up and I'll be in a moment.
All right, no problem. So let's see here. All that stuff's taken care of. Let's see if I can put in window capture. Actually, 1 second. I'm just going to check something. Actually, no, I can't even do that. I forget how to do studio view on VTS. I forgot how.
Studio view?
It's a view that you can change stuff in OBS without showing the difference on the
Oh.
Just the
screen.
button that says studio.
Yeah, it's on the
Screen.
bottom right corner. There's a studio.
Oh, there it
load
is.
button.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So if I go to window capture. No, what was it? And then maybe it was just VT, yeah, window capture. Okay, so then I guess set this to Dragon Council games. Perfect. There we go.
My eyeballs are going blind. Where is this code?
The code?
Oh, you're looking for the password?
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear I scrolled past it like six times.
I just typed it in there.
Cheers.
Yeah, there.
I was like, I know it wasn't yesterday. Where the hell is it?
Oh, good. I hope you didn't have to hurry too quickly. We are a bit late, but that's fine. It's a lot of tech stuff on this point too, because this VTS multiplayer stuff.
That's alright.
Dreamer, what the fuck?
It was just
Bro.
Breakfast was supposed to happen like 15 minutes ago, and I didn't want to skip out on at least having something with the family and stuff.
I got turned to a fucking Momo behind the screen.
What happened? You shrunk. You're like a little. I just see a pair of goggles now on your screen.
Yeah, they changed my model.
Oh no.
North.
Eastern North or Western North?
Eastern North America. How dare you? How dare you, Cinema? Oh, right. I have to do share chat. All right. There we go.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
No, did you join as well? Oh yeah, it looks like you did. He's so cute. You can only see the top of his head. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's above the demon screen.
Someone who is not on the guest list tried to join.
You don't have me on the guest list?
I don't know how to do the guest list. I've only just added friends.
But I am your friend. I have you on Steam.
Do you? Because then you should be able to join. So what the hell? Oh, wait a second. Okay, hold up. Okay, I'm sorry, boys. I'm gonna have to yeet you off the screen real quick.
Okay.
Because I gotta grab Marnin. I could have sworn. Oh, there you're right there. What the hell? Okay, there. Okay, you guys are gonna load in again, and I'm gonna have to move you again.
It's okay. Scuff is a
We love.
natural part of the VTuber cycle.
I was gonna
It
say
really
everyone
is.
loves Scuff, especially when you're
Everyone
like
loves
half hour
Scuff.
late.
Yeah. VTuber
Hey, that
streams
Scuff
are
ain't my
designed
fault.
for Scuff.
No, this ain't your fault. This is 100% me.
I saw your message going, I don't think I have you on Steam. I'm sitting there going, I swear you do. That's how we played Helldivers.
I mean, technically, we just have to add each other on Helldivers. But no, you're right. You're right. Okay, before you guys get here, cinema. I will go back to Momo again later, but at the very beginning of the game, I'm gonna have to switch back. Okay. Let's see. Where am I?
I just
Momo
finished showing my
ball.
mom that's not how you eat a cinnamon roll guy. So you say cinema just made me think of that again. That's not the right way to eat a cinnamon roll.
I don't recall that that episode.
Oh,
Surprised it worked. Yeah, of course it did.
it's a dude who goes, "This is the right way to eat a cinnamon roll," and he gets like chopsticks and he grabs the center out and starts eating like the center outwards.
What the fuck?
And then this big guy just goes, "That's not how you eat a cinnamon roll." He can't say the word.
The hell is someone calling me at this hour? What the heck? Don't you love telemarketers? Goddamn.
Oh, telemarketers are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Skyfer. Throw me? No, you didn't throw me. It's just a lot of tech stuff. You guys are attempting to join VTS again?
Are we good to? You didn't tell us if we're good to or not.
Oh, shit. Yes, you are.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll join right now.
My bad.
All good. Oh, by the way, Winter, were you gonna
Yes.
put BGM?
Yes. But, I mean, not in mid-game. I really should have. Hold on. But, I'll fucking do that now.
Just asking because I don't know if you were going to or not.
Baldur's Gate 3 Ambience. There it is. My favorite playlist.
Awesome. It says connecting to
Yeah.
cloud connected.
I think someone's password didn't work or something.
Oh, weird. Oh,
There's
that's
Martin.
why I copy the space.
Oh, wait. I gotta control Martin's position.
There we go.
Controlling
I'm in.
Martin's position. There we go.
I am the DM.
There you go. Can you toggle your wings off?
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh, nice. I'm the only one who doesn't.
Eventually, you will have wing
I
control.
mean, we could all have our wings on. I could just like.
Well, not you, because you're in between them. So I gotta have your
Hold
wings
on.
off.
Yeah, wait. I want to just. I turn it off.
There you
I
go.
turn it off already. It just covers our faces.
Yeah. Well, part of it is like also the screen behind you. It won't be seen.
Oh yeah, true.
No, I mean it kind of is, but whatever. Okay, we're all here. Thank goodness. Okay, so back to our regular scheduled program. You guys ready to go?
Yep, I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Autumn Leaf Wings. Aki is an autumn dragon. Very good design.
Thank you.
Oh, I also realized you guys should not. You guys shouldn't. Oh no, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. You can't see my DM secrets. It's bad. Don't do that.
I got this.
Oh, let me go.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm showing the wrong
I got
screen.
this.
Don't look, chat. Don't look. This is not
Don't
for
look.
you.
I'm covering most of your screen.
Bollocks. It's not. Man, this isn't good. Okay, hold on. Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. I will pull everything else out. Don't look at the notes. Don't look at the notes. Don't look at the notes. There we go. Crisis averted. I forgot it does that. God, it's been so long since I've DM'd on D&D here.
You're really lucky you put me in the middle.
Yeah. Okay, you can put your wings away. Okay, crisis averted. I need like another 2 monitors for DMing online. Holy moly. Okay. Okay, music's good. Mic is good. You guys' audio should be good. Can you guys say something real quick again?
Hello, hello.
Oh,
Here he is.
Perfect. Okay. Music, microphone, Discord, good. Let's begin. Okay. So, you are all a newly formed group of adventurers with your own aspirations. But today, you party up to do 2 quests simultaneously from the local Adventurers Guild job board that, oddly enough, involves the slaying of a specific foul beast currently terrorizing the countryside. The first quest has you hired by Captain Vorslan of the City Guard to head to the outskirts of Isenfall Valley, where a monster has been last seen attacking townsfolk and must protect the citizens in the area. The second quest has you hired by Grand Chef Barbados of the Crystal Cavern Inn to retrieve as much meat and of the carcass of the body as you can from the same monster within Isenfall Valley. The monster is apparently a rare delicacy that can be made into miraculous dishes. He specifically mentions your reward is determined by how little the monster is damaged and how much you're able to bring back. So herein lies the challenge. Kill the dangerous beast within Isenfall Valley without damaging the meat as best you can, and protect the townsfolk it terrorizes. Going by the details written on the job post, you know that it'll take you approximately 4 days' travel from the city that you're in to ensure you're ready. So ensure you are ready. You all have a budget of 200 gold pieces, which you can either spend before the day in preparation in the last minute. In preparation or the last minute before you begin. So, Martin, your character is standing in the middle of town in the bustling streets within the city of Omniport, a central hub of trade and commerce, and today's meeting spot before your adventure. You see the rest of your party approaching you. Can you please describe what they see as they approach you?
so this is I have to quickly ask you, based on what you sent earlier in the group chat. Do I have my cauldron or not?
I will say, considering your background, that you do currently have one.
Brilliant. So what the rest of the party sees is when they arrive, they see a shorter than average lizardman of the gecko variety, who seems to be sitting inside his cauldron, just peeking over the edge and just observing everyone while slowly blinking one eye and then the other.
All right. Draco, your character is walking side by side. Oh, sorry, you were not done.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say, he was dressed in generic lizardman adornments, so like rough leather apron and all that sort of stuff, and he seems to be carrying what looks like a frying pan and a cleaver.
Excellent. Anything else?
No, for now.
Sounds good. All right. Draco, your character is walking alongside Aki and his companion. Can you tell everyone what your character looks like?
I am a red kobold, walking around with my chainmail armor on. That is decorated with it's colored both white and light blue, with Bahamut's emblem or symbol, really, on the chest itself. With my warhammer to the side and shield on my back. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Aki, your character and companion, can you describe what you have with you?
Yeah, so I'm a half elf. with about average height, and I'm wearing full leather armor, two short swords, and a bow and quiver on my back. And with me, I have a little dragon companion. I don't know how I don't have a name for him yet, but he's a little orange dragon that's flying by me and actually perched on my shoulder currently as I'm walking.
All right. So, as you two approach and you are now grouped up in front of the fountain, you do know that you have some time to prepare to either go for some quick supply runs at the local adventure supply shop, or just head out on your 4-day trek to the city and this hunt the fell beast. What would you like to do?
Hmm.
What do you guys think?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I would like to peruse the streets to find whatever things I may use as future ingredients.
All right. Martin, because you kind of know the city a bit, you have some places that you are familiar with. You can go to the local butchers. You can go to the general shop to find some various ingredients and whatnot. But just to get a better look at what's going on in the open market, go ahead and give me a perception check. While you're doing that, what is everyone else thinking of doing?
I'd also like to point out that I know the best back alleys that grow the mushrooms.
Hell yeah.
You think
I
this food is ethically sourced?
But yeah, I think I will be going through the shops, some of the local shops, and getting ready. Going to the general store and seeing what they have available, and stocking up on supplies.
Sounds good. So you're going general store. So what did you get for your role there, Martin?
So give me 1 second. I just remembered I don't have Beyond 20 installed on this, so it's not going to
Oh,
show up
I
on
false-
the.
Oh, I failed to
Sorry?
mention that you guys can roll your dice any which way you like, whether it is physical dice, Roll20 itself, or even a Google dice roller. Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, then I'll just use the character sheet.
Sounds good. Hey, Jerry. Thanks for stopping by. Okay,
15.
so 15. All right. So, Marne, where are you going first to get these ingredients using a perception of 15? You have the open markets, you have the back alleyways, you have the department store.
I will use the back alleyways because they have
All
the
right.
freshest of ingredients.
As you give a quick nod to a knowing nod to the rest of your party, you quickly slink away into one of the back alleys where you know they grow the finest of mushrooms. With a 15, you find that you managed to find a couple hidden mushrooms underneath some dirt in one of the corners of this alleyway. I would say you find maybe 5 different mushrooms, all of which look very brown, just kind of like your kind of normal fungi, which may or may not have some either medicinal or problematic properties to them, but nothing you haven't worked with before.
Various mushrooms.
Yes.
Sorry, various street mushrooms.
Street mushrooms, yes. Just like wall chicken. Totally safe. So, Aki, you are going to the department store, yes? What about you, Draco?
Yes.
Sorry, not Aki and Draco. I mean to say, what are your characters' names?
Mine
Let's
is
go with
Cole.
Aki for now. Let's just go for Aki, honestly.
Aki it is, no problem.
And for me, my character's name is Kolb.
Kolb. Kolb and Aki. Colby, are you going to the department store as well, or where would you like to go?
General store to see if I can buy any potions of like cure wounds
Sounds good.
or health potions.
So, but the both of you, side by side, walking towards the Adventurers Guild supply shop, go to look for some things. You see there a man that you've spoken to before, you've bought things from him. This is Finnegan Dutch, a human male wearing a smock and looks like he's just putting up some additional product on the shelves. He greets you with a hello, and he tells you, "Well, howdy, gentlemen. What would you like?" As he puts away one of the potions on the shelf. You can see that he's currently stocking the shelves with some said healing potions. But within the shop, just looking there, you can see that there are a numerous amount of equipment, a lot of common things for adventurers. You see rope, coils of rope. You see various swords along the walls, some common shields. You see various potions of different effects. You see some armors, very common ones, and you know that if you want to specialize and create something, you would have to go to the neighboring blacksmith to get something specific. But otherwise, he greets you, and what would you like to say or do while you are here?
I would like to read back and ask him what are some of the what are some great items that he has in stock for new adventurers coming in.
New adventurer stock, eh? Well, you can never go wrong with some health potions, especially if you guys don't have like a medicine kit or a cleric on your side. Those go for 50 gold apiece for a regular version. Anything higher than that, you're gonna add a plus 5 gold to each version that's stronger, like a superior or greater potion. There's also things like antidotes, things like a bedroll if you don't already have one, especially if you're going camping. Let's see here, what else? He kind of rummages through the back, and you can see that he points towards a lantern. You can see some other equipment, such as I just kind of scroll through the things that I have here in my notes. Various packs, such as Explorer's Pack, Priest's Pack, tools, artisan tools. So then, there, friend, just pick your poison. Whatever you need, I'll tell you the price.
Okay. I will look at the stock of potions he has and see if I can get a couple potions from him.
All right. Which kind of potions are you looking for? Is there any sort of effect or thing that you're looking for specifically? Or
healing potions in particular.
All right. Healing potions is going to be 50 gold apiece.
Mm-hmm.
So how many would you like? There's quite a bit of stock. It's a very common item for this stock place to have.
Yeah, so I like 2 of them, but is there a way for me to roll to maybe get a deal and bargain with the shopkeeper?
Well, how about this? You tell me what your character would like to say or do in order to attempt this thing, and I will tell you what you need to roll to do it.
Okay. I would say we have a really urgent mission to go and protect the people of this town, and as such, we require healing potions that would not only benefit you and the rest of your other town people, but will save a lot of lives. And thus, I think I should be able to have a little bit of a discount on a couple potions for the road here.
Okay. Are you lying because, or are you truthful because the mission is to actually go to the Isenfall Valley and then kill the beast? The people here aren't in danger. It's the people in Isenfall are.
Oh, Isenfall. Okay, we're not Isenfall yet.
No,
So,
you are in Omniport.
I understand. Okay, let's.
You can be lying to him, and then you would go deception.
Yeah.
If you are truthful, I mean, you just have the things wrong. I would roll like persuasion, but depending on what you're trying to do here.
Yeah, I would try to maybe tell a bit of a lie there.
All right, go ahead and roll deception for me.
Deception.
So yeah, just
Okay,
click on the skill that says deception there on roll 20.
Okay.
Oh, it would help if I was actually on the screen. All right, you rolled a 3. So Finnegan looks at you curiously and says, "Well, friend, I see that you're a new adventurer, and I got to tell you, these potions here everyone needs, and I trust in the city guard. I don't think you're completely forthright with me, so I'm sorry. I'm going to have to tell you, you're going to pay full price for these things." Yeah, good try, though.
Worth a shot.
Also, Zeki, thank you for the hydrate. I will hydrate with gamer subs that you too can get 10% off your entire purchase from code HOLLOW.
I'll sell out.
Anything else you'd like to do before I move back to the others?
I would say I reluctantly reach into my bag and pull out money for a couple potions.
Okay. Would you like to attempt to steal from this guy? It's up to you.
No.
I'm not stopping you, but
No,
Now you're
I,
just
I
gonna
don't
pay.
want the city guard on my ass in the first 5 minutes.
Sounds good. Okay, so if you're looking for 2 health potions, that's going to be 100 gold pieces. Go ahead and knock that off your inventory. We didn't put
Mm,
inventory of gold in there, but there should be a
okay.
space for you to write in like gold pieces.
Okay. Add it to my items. Oh, I
Yeah,
see it.
sure. Yeah.
So
So
we
you should
started with
have like 100 gold left.
100 gold left. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Draco, before we move on back to Marnin, is there anything you'd like to do? Same thing as well. I think you said you wanted potions.
Yeah, just a single potion of healing for 50 gold.
You got it, friend. 50 gold. Transaction is made.
Alright.
Anything else you'd like?
No, I think I'm good with what I have right here.
All right, back to Marnin. As you emerge from the alleyway, is there anything else you'd like to do or peruse or obtain while you're here in the city?
I would like to look for something that I can acquire via a 5-finger discount.
All right, what would you like to do?
So I've got some, solids and things like that, but I'm looking for something a bit more liquid. And I'll be honest, anything liquid.
Okay. Where are you going to search? Because depending on where you're searched, you might find something different.
Um,
And make it up. I'll roll with the punches. You want to go to the
around the
apothecary?
alchemist store.
You want to go to Alchemist Guild? Where?
Around the alchemy store.
All right. You go to an alchemy store. You can see someone there. Their name is. Oh. Thanks, Dagos. You see someone there. You've seen them before. You see Chai Bells there, working the potion shop. And they seem to be pretty busy with another customer. So you manage to slink in the shop, no problem. Just from there, just looking for various liquids, you do find that there is a supplement, a chemical that helps things taste a little more bearable. Because it has to do with medicines and whatnot. You do see some other ingredients there. You see like a vial of acid, though the potency is very low. And among some other liquids that you can't exactly read the labels of. Actually, can you roll an intelligence or an intelligence check to see if you can actually read some of these labels?
I got a 3.
A 3. Unfortunately, these are written in a language that you don't really understand. But you do see two mystery liquids.
Yeah, I will go for the mystery liquids.
All right. Are you going to be stealthy about this, or are you just going to swipe it real quick and leave?
I'll attempt to stealth.
All right. Roll stealth for me, please, and attempt to steal from this shop owner. Sorry, Chai.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20. No one is the wiser as you slink back to the side of the counter, snatch the mystery potions, and throw it into your pack. You now have 2 mystery liquids.
I've just done the whole, like, scamper along the wall thing. Grab it,
Yeah.
scamper back out.
Lizard folk. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do or buy in preparation for this 4-day journey, which might involve camping?
No, I'm pretty good.
Okay,
I
Draco.
will. The world will provide me with what I need along the way.
Sounds good. Okay, Draco. Anything?
I believe I should be fine with what I have.
All right. Okay, anything else? You're muted if you're saying anything.
Sorry about that. I thought I unmuted. No, I'm all good. I got everything I needed.
Sounds good. And so, on this bright and early morning, after taking stock of your supplies and obtaining more, you decide to leave the town towards the Valley of Isengard. You leave for the road and you begin to travel. With, let's say, a single wagon in tow just to hold the extra provisions and stuff that you have. You start walking all along the road. An hour passes. Another hour passes. Can one person roll a d20 for me, please?
I rolled
Okay.
an 11.
Draco rolled an 11. So, Draco, as you guys are walking, you start to hear some peculiar noises up ahead. It's not long before you see what looks to be a cart, a humanoid figure, and a large golem walking behind the cart. It's subtle, not subtle. You feel the thumping on the ground as each step of the golem makes the ground shake slightly, and you begin to cross paths. You see that this person is some sort of traveling peddler, and he stops in his tracks to see the rest of you and says, "Well, hello there. Looks like you two are traveling somewhere. Where are y'all going? If you don't mind me asking."
Do me a favor and just say, "Don't you know?"
Don't you know?
Where you're going, don't you know? Sorry, the accent got me off guard.
Actually, I forgot. He was supposed to be a leprechaun. He was a gnome. Yeah, no, he's supposed to be a gnome. Sorry, he's a gnome. No, he's not a gnome. He is a half elf with a large green top hat.
Wow,
And he says something like this: "Hello there, lads. What can I get you? I'm a traveling peddleman, and I could sell out various things, actually. Where are you off to?"
I'm gonna have a sniff around his cart and see if I can pick up anything.
Give me a perception check. But as he's doing that, what are you guys doing?
I will run. I have the skill of detect evil and good,
Uh-huh.
so I would like to use it.
Okay. So, upon first meeting this person, you decide to... Can you describe how you would like to activate this spell of yours? Be creative, whatever you want to do. Or you can just say you do it. There's no pressure to really.
I really don't know. I don't know how to activate it.
Oh, word. No worries. So let's just say you close your eyes silently and recite an incantation, being able to detect all good and evil within the area. As you do this, nothing kind of pings within your 5 senses. 6, if you include the magical sense you have just evoked. There is no evil around here. If anything, just your average folk.
Okay.
Has Marnin already started looking around to see what he has?
You can
With
tell by his snout going up and down. He's attempting to sniff out something. Marnin, what'd you get for your roll?
I got an 11.
11. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's easy enough for you to determine because of your lizardman senses. This man definitely has an abundance of spices and hold on, let me check my notes. Peddling about of spices and various goods that has to do with cooking.
I'm going to turn to him and I'm going to be like, "Ooh, spice, make taste good."
I figured you can. Wait, no. What was he again? He's a leprechaun. Oh, I figured you could smell me wares. Definitely, I'm peddling some wares, the same spices that Grand Chef Barbados uses at his Crystal Cavern Inn. I'm actually delivering a shipment there. But if you like, I can part with some of my stock for a fair price.
Yes.
These things
Fish
come
want
from...
fish.
What, sorry, say again?
Fish want. Fish needs stew recipes.
Ah, your name must be Fish then. Well, of course. Let me just open up my shop here. As he just commands the golem to help him assist, as the little cart that he has kind of unfolds into a stationary stand. And you can see that he opens up to a lot of shelves that have a bunch of spices. You can see there are various different salts of various color. There are different spices, a various amount of grains. And you can tell already that some of these definitely high grade, and some of them even magical that might alter food to a up degree.
So my question is, are they in a like individual servings, or are they in like just larger ones where you just grab the amount you want?
You can see that there are about 3 sacks that he just opens up, so probably he just scoops it out, and the most of them are in glass vials. Also,
Alright,
Bianca, thank you for the stretch.
I'll grab a couple of the glass vial ones at random, and then the ones that are in like the sacks, I'll just get like a container, and I'll reach in and just dump all three, like some from all three of them in. But sorry, did you say there was some in sacks and some in glass containers?
There are about 3 sacks with 3 different spices in them, and then there's a bunch of other spices in little jars, like little glass containers.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I'll do. So I'll grab a couple of the glass containers, and then the ones that are in the sacks, I'll get like one, like of my own sacks out, and then just dump some of each one in there, just all mixed up. And I'll be like, how much of these?
Right then, let's see. You're taking this, and this. All right. This is going to cost you about 25 gold in total.
I'm just gonna slap it into his hand. It's actually gonna be
Wow.
26 because I'm not the best at counting.
Alrighty. Oh, great gesture of you. Thank you for that. All right. What about you two lads? You looking for anything? Anything that might spice up your meals? It's definitely going to give you quite the oomph if you add it to your dishes. Makes the rations a lot more tasty. As he talks to Kolb and Aki. Kolb and Aki.
I also oblige and ask him to give me 20 gold worth of spices and just put into his hand.
All right, so you just want an assortment or just like the staple salt, pepper, cumin, and all that stuff?
Yep, I just tell him to pick out the assortment of spices that you would think would recommend.
All right, the recommendation, no problem at all. And he gives you a bunch of vials, all neatly packaged, and hands them to you as you finish the transaction. What about you, Kolb? Colby? Is it Colby?
Bulb.
Kolb.
Yeah. I will also be taking an assortment of spices that are about worth 20 gold as well.
All right, 20 gold for you. This is quite the easy transaction. All right, then, as he continues to package everything, gonna hand you it off. Go ahead and knock that off your budget. Is there anything else you'd like to say, do, or whatnot while he's here?
Oh, I would like to ask him about Icefall and what he knows about the town.
Ah, Eisenfall, yeah. Would you like to say specific wording, or are you just gonna say that's what you want to ask?
Yep, I just say, hello, I see that you deliver wares all across the land, and I'm wondering if you know anything about Icefall. We have a very important mission upcoming there, and we want to know more about the town and some of the monsters that plague it.
Ooh, monsters that plague it, you say? Yeah, I was in Eisenfall not long. Actually, I took the job here to deliver this shipment not long because there's a really weird beast going around. It's a creature full of white feathers or scales, I'm not sure. I kind of ran out of fear, you know. And the creature there is it's quite large. Last time I saw it was looking at about maybe 12 feet tall, long neck, maybe some scales. I thought he was a dragon, so I decided to leave. No offense, of course, as he looks at the rest of you, being mostly scaled folk. And it says, and I will say that I don't often visit Eisenfall Valley, but I did notice a lot of the creatures here are a lot bigger, and I'm not just saying that as a halfling. I'm talking like bears that are twice their size. I've seen birds that are 3 times their size. I've seen rats as big as me. It's perhaps it's some sort of thing with nature at this point of the year. I'm not sure. I'm actually from the north, so I'm only here a couple times a year.
Okay, great. I thank him for his insight, and I have no other questions.
Right then. Well, if there's nothing else, gentlemen, thank you for your patronage, and I will be on my way.
So I heard that slip up. He doesn't take the halfling to Isengard, huh?
No, he does not. I didn't even connect that. I just honestly just. So he does continue off as him and his golem continue to walk towards Omniport, the city which you came from. So let's see here. Okay, you begin to travel, continue to travel down the road, and it's mostly quiet. Can one person roll a d20 for me, just to see what else might happen along the road?
Who rolled the previous one?
I did.
Then the other guy gets to
I
roll
roll it.
this.
Ooh.
I rolled a 20.
20, a natural 20.
Nat 20.
Wow. All right. Aki, as you are all kind of wondering, you notice at the corner of your eye something kind of glinting within the daylight sun. It seems to be sparkly and kind of buried somewhat in the grass not far after. Would you like to investigate?
Yes.
All right. So as you kind of give another knowing nod to the rest of your party, you stray off the path, not too far off, so they can still kind of see you as they look at you quizzically, wondering what you're up to. You go towards the sparkling source within the grass, and in it you see a slightly grim, a slightly grim scene, as you see what looks to be a dead adventurer, although they've been there for quite some time, and yet next to them, a dagger. But unlike the dead adventurer whose armor seems to be rusted over, possibly been here for a few days, the dagger itself seems completely pristine, void of any elements having wore it down, or of any dirt or mud that could have been splashed on it. Some sort of magical dagger, perhaps. You know not what it is, but it is currently there for the taking. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I like to take it with me.
All right. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay, cool. Constitution. So just roll
Oh,
Constitution.
at the top left, there is a box full of saves or saving throws. Click on
Yeah.
Constitution. Natural
Okay, I got
20.
Oh, wow.
All right. You feel nothing
crazy.
as you grab onto this silver dagger, whose pristine sheen will bounce his light off of it as as if a prismatic pattern, and you are none the wiser as to what could have happened to you. But it doesn't matter because you are unaffected, and you now have a mysterious, pristine dagger, silvered
Oh, wow,
dagger.
awesome.
You don't know what it does, but it does something.
So should I just add it to my attacks yet, or do I not know what it does yet?
I mean,
I mean,
now,
you
if
can
anything,
swing it. You just don't know what it'll do.
Okay, I just put dagger, question mark. And then
as
that's
to where to
I
put it
don't
on
know.
your sheet, feel free to put it anywhere you want, honestly, just as long as you're tracking that you have it.
Okay.
I mean, obviously the easiest way to find out is just to, test it on the next people who come across.
Yeah. just
Sure,
stab freeze, and it'll be fine. Just dust it up.
Funnily enough, I think I got the highest Constitution save here, so possibly.
You would, considering what you
I
got
got
going.
+7, dude.
Holy moly. All right. So anything else you guys want to do or say before we continue?
Do you alert us of the body?
Yeah. I just tell them that there was a body there, and I picked this weird-looking dagger off the corpse.
What do you guys do with that information that Aki gives you? Nothing? Don't care?
I'm gonna
You
go
keep
check
going?
out the body.
All right. So as Fress runs back to the spot that you left, and Draco, are you doing anything during this time? Would you like to inspect the body as well, or just kind of like wait until he gets back?
I'll go with them to inspect the body.
All right. Aki, are you coming with, or are you gonna just wait for them on the path?
I'll go with them.
Okay. So as you all run back to the corpse which you reported on, you all arrive, and upon further inspection, Martin, because you're the first one who inquired about it, now that you see the body, you'll get your basic information. You can see that this is a dragonborn. Very much been dead for a while, and it seems like no one bothered to clean up or bury or sanctify the area. But if you're thinking what I'm thinking, It's still good.
Oh man, I was gonna ask, is it one with a tail or not?
Oh, no tail.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna grab a leg.
Okay. So you now have a leg in your grasp. Are you attempting to like sever said leg? I just wanted to be clear what you're doing.
Yes, the cleaver.
All right. With with the reaction that however you guys would like to perform, Freeze takes out a cleaver and begins to cleave this dragonborn's leg off. And you do so with ease because it seems to be a practiced action that you have taken. And you now have a dragonborn leg.
Heck yeah. I ignore the rest of the body.
Sounds good. Anything else you'd like to do while you are here at this scene?
Do you guys need to roll a shock? Mental shock.
Roll a
Mental
wisdom save. No, don't actually.
I say that I'm a ranger and I'm already used to hunting creatures, so for me this doesn't really phase me too much.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I give a concerning look at them both, and I'm like, what? And mentally in my head, I'm just like, who am I with?
And then you remember you're a kobold.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, what are you again? You're a paladin? Cleric.
War domain cleric.
War domain cleric. Gotcha.
Hmm.
All right. Shall we move on, or are we done here? Or I mean, are we doing more things here?
So wait, this corpse
I mean,
is
you
just
guys-
here with a
I was
missing
gonna say,
leg.
you guys are welcome to check his equipment if you would like to.
Yeah, the corpse is just here.
Oh, I
What do you wanna
thought
do?
you said the equipment was all rusted, right? He has rusted armor and
There's
stuff.
some rusted
armor's
things, yes,
rusted.
but he's just face down on the ground.
Gotcha.
But you
So
can go ahead and rummage through the corpse if you want
Yeah, I
to.
just rummage through the corpse and see what he has on him.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. So, in your skills, just find investigation. Give it an old click.
Okay.
Well,
I
you're
got-
rolling hot fire tonight.
I don't know. That's crazy.
That's another natural 20, but
Look,
you're only
it just
getting
means
18.
it's not going to appear when it we know this is going to be a thing.
Yeah, when I really need it, it's gonna be 1.
Maybe.
There's your chance to save the
very
party. One.
Yeah. All right. So, Aki, with incredible luck, you search this dragonborn's corpse, and you find something very peculiar. As upon their neck, you see a pendant which very obviously glows with a magical aura.
Hmm. Okay,
Oh,
I
just quickly.
take. Mhm. Sorry.
So just quickly, what color is this dragonborn?
Yellow.
Sweet.
So the meat
okay,
must taste like lemon.
That's
tastes like
literally what I was
lemon.
writing. I'm literally writing that down. Literally writing that down.
What'd you say, Aki?
Now I was gonna ask if I have a magic detection, can I use that to get an idea of what the pendant is?
It'll definitely give you what school of magic, which might give you a hint. But you can either spend like an hour either attuning to this to figure out what it does, or cast a spell called Identify if you have it to like get all the information about it, or you can just attune to it and kind of fuck around and find out.
Hmm.
Or you can ask someone with Arcana for a general vibe check if you're not sure on those two.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
So I guess I can ask you two if you guys want to look at this pendant further, or you want to check it out, or if you
You
want
can
me
also
to
do it yourself too.
Mm-hmm. But I'll just ask the others first and see what they think.
Sounds good. Draco,
Okay,
what's your
I'll let
anyone
thoughts?
you
wanna
take the lead
try
on this
it,
one
or-
if you want.
Sorry,
I
say
can go
again.
ahead and
So I'll let. Sorry, it was Aki that picked it up, wasn't it? Draco, I'll let you take the lead on this if you want.
sure, I'll go ahead and give it an Arcana check. You said
Yeah,
an
go
Arcana
ahead.
check, right?
That's one way
Uh,
of determining, yes.
I would also like to cast Guidance on myself.
Okay,
let's see.
understandable.
1d4. Okay. Well, I got a
You
nat
okay?
1.
Nat 1,
And
okay. So, Kolb, as you inspect this pendant that you can see that Aki hands to you as they're after taking it from this Dragonborn, you inspect it and you see that the gem inside is very ruby red. Could fetch for a decent price. But you look at it and you realize, you have no idea what this could do. You don't know what the school it is, but you will have an inkling that it has to do with cleansing poisons.
Mm.
Remember, he rolled a 1.
guys, I'm not sure if this is worth much, honestly. I can't see anything about this. Or I don't feel anything about it.
Mm. So I guess I tell the party, well, might as well just take it with us just in case.
Does no
I'm
one else want to make an
gonna.
attempt?
So whilst he's holding out the amulet, I'm gonna go up, sniff it, then literally just put it in my mouth and swoosh it around like you're doing a taste test,
Okay.
and then I rolled a 13 on Arcana.
Okay.
That's a very high roll for that kind of test.
So as you swish it around your tongue, trying to determine the nature of this thing, this will definitely give a boost to vitality.
I am a, I am a tasting connoisseur. Thank you very much.
His tongue has been in many places you don't want to talk about.
uh, yeah, I'll do that. Vitality
Yes.
boost. A hint of toxic,
Hint of toxic.
detoxing,
Detoxing. All right.
and then I will just like elongate my tongue out with it on it for them to grab it if they want it.
Gotcha.
I
It
refuse
is
to
covered
grab
in
it.
drool.
And then I say, it's yours now. You can keep it.
Yeah, same here.
I will put it on.
All right. So you're going to put it on, and we are going to take an ad break because, well, we just got hit with that. So we're going to take a quick break. Feel free to use the washroom, top up your drinks, and all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in about a minute. Cool?
Mm-hmm.
All righty. See you guys in 58 seconds. All right. So Discord audio, mic back on. All right. So sorry about that, everyone. Just had a thing going on in the background. So last we left off, Fress, you decided to put the necklace on. Are you going to attune to it?
Yes.
All right. So you take the minute to attune to this necklace. The rest of you can just see him as he concentrate on on the pendant, and it begins to glow. Go ahead and increase your Constitution score by 2.
I totally needed that.
Well, you put it on.
Alright, I have to remember how to do this on the thing.
So he's gonna be our tank, basically. He's already our tank.
Oh, dude,
Fun
like,
fact: druids are one of the best tanks.
I was gonna say, even in non-animal form, I think I have the most hit points out of everyone in the party.
Oh wow.
Probably.
I got like this knocked my constitution up to 20.
Holy shit!
That's insane.
God.
Level 5. All right. So you guys doing anything else here, or are you gonna keep walking?
I'll continue walking
Yep,
after
walking
seeing
as
him
well.
just.
You're just gonna hear
walk.
this slight crack behind you guys, just as you start walking off, and you look back to realize that I've yanked the horns off and I'm putting them in a bag before I'm leaving. And I'm just gonna look at him and say,
Dragonborn horns. All right.
I'm just gonna look at him and just say, "Good for broth," and then walk off.
Good for broth, indeed. Alrighty.
This poor Dragonborn corpse who just desecrated. not even giving him a small burial or whatever. You're just like leaving the body like that.
Yeah, it's not like
It's
we have
like-
a cleric or anything here. It's fine.
It's like fucking.
Fine.
Some people find him later. They want to investigate what happened to try and find out if there's monsters in the area. Obviously, some beasts have torn him apart.
Some absolute monsters have ravaged his corpse.
We get back to the city. It's on lockdown, trying to.
All right. So, begin to continue to travel. An hour goes by, another hour goes by, and eventually it becomes dark. It's probably a good time to head down for the night. Do you guys choose to do so, or what do you do, or keep walking? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna roll survival to find up a good spot to set up my cauldron.
Sounds like a good idea. Go ahead. What about the rest of you two?
Smoking sexy style!
Dude,
Thanks
I don't
for
know
the
what the
style
fuck
now.
is with your game right now. That was another natural 20.
Wait, what?
What is with your game? Jesus Christ.
Wait, who rolled
That's
a nat 20?
Me on survival.
Oh wow, okay. So
Like,
you
what the fuck
scamper
is with
off
your game?
before the other two. You guys are incredibly lucky, and that's
6
good.
times in what? Half an hour?
All right, hold on, posture check. I was shrimping.
We are not beating anything when we encounter it.
So, before anyone could even lift a finger, Freeze decides to run up ahead, and he managed to find a very nice clearing, very dry, surrounded by trees, and a good view of the night sky, as the trees don't obscure a view of the night sky stars. Do you guys choose to follow Freeze into this nice camping clear-out, or what else would you like to do? Perhaps camp in different areas, or whatever you guys want to do.
I use dark vision to look around me and just scan the area, see if there's if the area is safe, and look for anything in there around us.
Is that just something you can do, or is that a spell?
It says it's tied to my race, half elf.
Oh, you just
Yeah,
had dark vision.
he-
Of course,
he's
one of
got-
my
he's
favorite.
got
in dark and
passive.
dim conditions.
I think I'm the only one here that doesn't have dark vision.
Alrighty, well, in that case, Aki, as you look around, what are you looking for again?
Just the general area. See if there's if the area is safe. Actually,
okay.
I can put this time right now to also forage, right? Because I don't know how long
Okay.
it will take me to forage, but while
So
I'm doing
you-
that, I'm also foraging small berries and maybe other things around the area. See if I can find something. mushrooms.
Okay, that's a really good idea. Okay, so Aki, what I would like you to do is first roll a perception check in order to give a general, see if the place is safe, and then give me a survival check to try and find any thing that you can forage for additions to your meal tonight.
Okay, so perception I rolled 12,
Okay.
and then you said survival check?
Yes.
Survival 15.
12 and 15. All right. So, as Freeze is currently setting up camp, I assume you're setting up camp. What are you doing, Martin?
I will walk up into the middle of the clearing, and I will slap the ground, generating a bonfire. Using the cantrip to create bonfire,
Okay.
and I will slap my cauldron that I was carrying on top of it. So this isn't a small cauldron, by the way. This is a decent sized cauldron.
Yeah, you were sitting in it.
Yep. And then
How tall are you again?
I am, I think, just a bit taller than a halfling.
Okay. Sorry, continue.
Yes, I'm not a big. I am like with most geckos, a smaller breed of lizard. And then I'm going to start filling it up with water. Like I'm assuming with that survival check that I found like a stream nearby and stuff as well.
Easy enough to do. Or you can say you have your own little supply of water because you were prepared for this.
I was, but it's a decent amount, so I'm gonna probably have to
Fair.
gain water as I need it. And I'm going to fill up the cauldron and then let it start boiling away with the dragon-born horns inside of it.
Okay, so you're boiling some dragon-born horns within your cauldron. Correct?
Yep.
Gotcha. I'll get back to you then.
Okay.
Okay. With your 12 perception, you go around this clearing and you feel that, you know what, this is a pretty good spot. You are a ranger. You're very versed in wildlife wild outdoor survival. And you determine that, yeah, there's a lot of good vantage points here, easily defendable, a very pristine spot for a campsite. And as you're doing this, you begin to forage. As you look around, you manage to find several handfuls of berries. In fact, you have to take out one of your supply pack containers and just start filling it. Enough rations for the night, just alone with these berries. But of course, with doing it sparingly, you could spare for this for 2 meals, both tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, awesome.
Draco, is there anything that Kolb would like to do?
I'm again going over to Freeze's cauldron, but then I have second thoughts remembering who I am dealing with since he took the Dragonborn's legs and horns. And so I want, not wanting any part of that, I simply look around to see if there's a available spot for me to just keep watch in case of any monsters or like bandits or say something can sneak up on us.
Okay. Are you attempting to take first watch, or is that like something you want to discuss with the rest of your party members, or are you just kind of like standing watch for now until everyone is settled for the night?
I'll just be taking first watch.
Okay. So, as the rest of you kind of continue on your nightly routine, you realize that Draco has taken upon himself, not Draco, Kolb, to take upon himself to stand guard for the night. So, what else do you do, Aki? I assume you're setting up a tent. Do you have a tent?
Yeah, I have a bedroll, so I'm currently setting up my bed.
Okay, very well. And as per the rules per D&D, you doff your armor as you remove any armor that you have and settle down for the night. Otherwise, you will take a point of exhaustion, but no one ever remembers that. So,
I remember it. No one ever runs.
Freeze, you begin to boil the dragonborn horn. Is there anything else you do to this, or do you just let it simmer?
So, when the horns reach a stage where it's a nice, thick, and tasteful broth, I'll take out my druidic focus, as it's made. It's like a bunch of like leaves and herbs. So like the bay leaf packets that you get for stews.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll dump it in the cauldron.
Okay.
And then I'll start preparing the meat of the dragonborn leg. along with a
Interesting.
couple of the mushrooms and a handful of the spices.
Sounds good.
And then any
So,
sort of local greens I can find. And then the final
Okay,
touch
so-
is I'll cast Good Berry and use that to make a bit like a sauce.
Hmm.
understood. Very detailed. So, Freeze. First things first. What was the thing after the cutting of the meat?
So the first thing, so is the cutting of the meats, I was preparing it into fillets,
Yep.
and then I was going to season it with some herbs, spices,
Oh, the
salt.
spices. Okay. I have to ask you a question then, because you grabbed like 3 different colors and a bunch of different ones. What color is the spices you put in there, or was it just a full mix?
I'm gonna say it was because I don't know what colors they were. I'm just gonna say green and red.
Green and red. Okay. Roll a d4 for me, please.
D4.
Yeah. I'm seeing which spices you threw in there.
2.
Because you didn't see the names.
Nope. And I'm also gonna thicken the broth a bit with one of the potions,
The health potions.
the unnamed potion.
Oh, the mystery liquids. Okay, all right. Give me so after the d4, give me a d20 for me, please.
Fucking hell. 20.
Another
20?
20. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So,
Dude, what the fuck is with your campaign
This
already?
is crazy.
hey, this is good for you
It
guys,
is.
and I'm happy.
It is.
Who knows? Maybe the final thing you're supposed to hunt hunts you guys. That
Let's cross
said-
our fingers.
Kolb, as you are scanning the horizon, the road, and whatnot, go ahead and give me a perception check during your first watch as you begin to smell a smelly smell that smells smelly behind you.
We're talking good smelly or bad smelly?
We'll see. Draco?
Hmm?
Are you muted?
Oh,
Go.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
What was your roll?
1 sec. Let me go back over here. $20. It is 16. 16.
16. Okay. So as you look around the area trying to determine how, just to be on watch in general, you begin to smell a very pleasant smelling scent coming from behind you as you realize that, rather, as you remember that Freeze has been cooking something. Although with some dubious ingredients, somehow he has made it to smell amazing. Is there anything you do with this information, or continue to stand guard?
As much as I do not want to go and eat, I am pretty hungry and it does smell really good.
Okay.
I will go
Yeah,
ahead and go with
that's the
freeze
meal.
and go and partake with them in the feast.
All right. Freeze has created broiled dragonborn leg steak in horn broth and good berry gravy with mushrooms and local greens.
Like,
Sounds delectable. Oh, I just saw the image you sent. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So, is everyone going to partake, or rather, Freeze, do you allow everyone to partake in your creation?
It's there for everyone to enjoy.
All right. Who isn't eating?
I eat, but then I cautiously look at it, and then I look back at Freeze, and I look back at it, and I'm like, very much giving the face of skepticism as cooking creation.
Freeze is looking at you with the, you know how geckos can just pull off that stupidly adorable grin face.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there, just not blinking, smiling, waiting for you to taste it.
So I give it a small taste out of
Okay.
curiosity.
As you begin to taste this Freeze's creation made out of a sentient humanoid being, lest we forget that was a dragonborn.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. 6.
A
It's
6.
not mentioned several days old.
That's true. In the sun, you begin to gag a little bit because the initial taste is very bitter, and begin to cough it up slightly. However, at the very edge of that aftertaste, it's pleasant, as if you might be able to continue. But you realize there's something to this. It might have been the spices that he had added prior. You can continue to make another attempt to eat it, but it doesn't taste to your palate.
I thank Freeze for creating it, but I will stick to my rations. But I will use some of the spices on the ration.
All right. The spices that you got were the more common ones. There was a red spice and a yellow one among the salt and pepper. Do you use the special ones or just the salt and pepper?
Do the rations have seasoning already or no?
I mean, it depends what kind of rations you have. Most of them would be like just like dried meats and hardtack and whatnot. So like they're
Oh, okay.
passable, but you could like form a sauce if you added water to them or something.
Oh,
Or you can just
then
have
never
the
mind.
things
I
dry.
keep the spices for now. I don't use them.
All right. So go ahead and knock off a ration from your inventory.
Yeah.
But other than that, you are set for the night, where you can sleep soundly in this very nice place with Draco at the helm of keeping watch. Draco, having seen all this, I mean not Draco, Kolb, after seeing all this, would you like to partake as well?
Would your dragon like to partake?
After seeing what happens to Aki, against my better judgment, I think I will stick with my rations as well.
Damn. Okay.
I will partake.
All right. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw with advantage there, Martin, because it is your creation, and I don't see any reason why you would gag on this. You kind of know what you're doing, probably, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. It's got good berry in it.
Yeah.
18.
18. Yeah, this stuff is great. It's actually probably one of your best creations, especially with that fine amount of spices that you got from the peddler. Tomorrow morning, you can roll a hit dice and add that to your temporary HP.
Again.
Also, for the next 24 hours, the amount of healing that you receive will be doubled.
Good to
All
know.
right. So, as you two fall asleep, or is there anything you'd like to do before you do fall asleep? Actually, all three of you.
I will make it known that I'm not eating this quietly. I'm literally inside the cauldron licking the walls.
Excellent. That being said, anything else?
Oh, I want to ask about the Drake Gordon. So, because I have this dragon, has it been out this entire time, or is it something that I have to summon, and then when I want to use it, and then not summon it, I don't use
I
it?
believe it's just kind of with you the entire time.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a summon.
Yeah.
Let me
It's
check.
it's like a, from what I understand, it's like a horse as well. So it's like there's sometimes you sort of have to leave it because if it gets too big.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just reading it now. It says you just magically summon it, so
Oh,
it
does
can
it?
stay with you as long as you want.
I've
When
never
you
seen
go to
anyone
sleep,
use
it
that way, but
disappears.
okay.
Okay. Do I have to feed it? Does it eat?
No, it's a magical summon.
Okay. So, all right. Never mind. My question's irrelevant then to that. So yeah, I just decide to head to bed a bit early for the long trip tomorrow.
Sounds good. Okay, so you officially begin the long rest. Or rather, no, you already got started. Draco, your character, Kolb, has been keeping watch for a good while, but you're starting to get tired. Sounds like it's time to swap for the second watch. Would you like to do so, or continue as the sole watch?
I'll I'll go ahead and walk over to Freeze and go and ask him if he can go ahead and take the second watch while I get some rest.
My response to you saying that was just me literally licking my eyeball, and then just looking out past you and just generally just staring out as if waiting for you to go to sleep.
I would say that you guys have known each other enough to know that he's already started watch. He's just not verbally responsive, but you feel safe in going to sleep, and he'll keep watch for now.
I had a lot to eat.
Oh my
There was a decent amount.
Yeah, 3 servings worth. Okay, so you're gonna doff your armor and head to bed then, Kolb.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and doff my armor and go to sleep.
Sounds good. All right, there, Freeze. Go ahead and give me a perception check to see what else you find around here, if anything happens.
Is that a disadvantage?
Oh, I'm sorry, not perception. Because just a regular D20, just to determine if something happens.
Oh, okay. Natural one.
Natural one.
Oh.
You
no.
stare around and you just kind of like sit there, licking your eyeballs once in a while to keep them moist. And nothing happens that you are aware of. And with the two, with the 2 watches, I think actually 8 hours. I can't do the math. We'll say we only need 2 watches because there's not too much that goes on in one shot. So, Freeze, as you continue to stare out into the void, the sun begins to rise as the other 2 begin to wake up, and you are at your second day of travel. Can one person who's got the highest wisdom here?
I have 3.
16.
I have 17 wisdom.
Sorry. Yeah, 17 wisdom. Okay, what's yours, Freeze?
16.
16. Okay, 17 is the highest. Draco, what's your character's highest? I mean, what's your
8.
wisdom?
18.
18. Okay, so you're going to see this first. As you both begin to wake up and you
Oh,
kind
shit,
of
we're all
don your
wisdom-based
armor.
characters.
Yeah, you're all wisdom characters. As you all begin to wake up, it's a brand new day. The sun is out. It's a beautiful sky. And my goodness, why is everyone's backpacks open?
Oh.
It would not. I'd like to think that mine is untouched after they open it up and see leftover hunks of meat just sitting in it.
Not Freeze. Kolb, you quickly look at your pack, try and find and rummage to see what had happened, realizing that all of your rations and all of your foodstuffs have gone missing. Aki, you eventually see what Kolb is doing and you eventually begin to follow suit, looking through all your things, and you realize that yes, all of your rations are missing as well. It seems
Only
that
the
some manner
rations?
of creature had gotten into your pack during the night, with no one the wiser.
Wait, is it only rations that are missing?
Go ahead and give me. Actually, no. We'll expedite this a little bit. Yes, it seems it's just food. You can definitely see that someone has been rummaging through your stuff, though.
Okay. So now
So
what?
Up to you. What do you guys do with that information?
So for me, after I finish rummaging through my stuff, I quickly glance over to Freest and wonder, was it him? And then do I notice that his stuff is missing as well? before I
You
actually
look
accuse
over
him.
to Freeze's pack. Freeze, can you give me a D20, please?
It's like irrelevant. Also, here's my question: the stuff Freeze will eat compared to that a normal animal would avoid.
Who says it was an animal?
Fair enough. Natural one.
Natural
Oh
one.
no.
Um,
Don't worry, guys.
So,
We'll find whatever ate it like 10 yards from here. Dead.
Kolb, you look over to Freeze's pack with your internal thoughts, suspecting him because he was the one who was on watch duty, and you realize that actually, where's his pack? It's not there. The only thing that you see is the cauldron.
Hmm. Can I go ahead? Let's see. I would just like to make a perception check to look around us to see if there's any like sort of tracks and or clues as to what could have stolen our rations and stuff.
Yeah.
I will say do a survival check in that case, since you are
Oh,
looking
survival.
specifically for creature activity.
I can do that. I have favorite enemy on beasts. Maybe I can use that to track.
If you would like to
track
do that, go ahead. I will allow 2 different rolls for this.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will use that to try to track the beast.
I rolled a 10.
10, okay.
Can I offer an assist on that?
As long as it's not a roll, then yes.
No, yeah. So that, because I'm trained in survival too, so I was gonna offer him a.
Oh, I just rolled. I think I rolled survival, right, for the.
Yeah,
So I was
survival.
gonna roll. Like I was gonna offer aid to give that an advantage.
Oh, if you're going to do a help action. No, I would say just because they're both already doing it, just keep it
Okay.
keep it to 2 rolls. That said, with a 19 on your survival there, Aki, you look around, and unfortunately, you can't see anything. Whatever this thing was, it either didn't walk or just barely left any tracks at all.
Weird. What can I do?
Quite the conundrum. You don't have any rations, but you do have a ranger and a chef at your side.
We still want to track to see who stole the rations, or we want to leave it?
Well, we don't see anything. That's the thing.
Pretty sure there's a ranger ability that lets him track beasts in the area.
I thought that's why I did with favorite enemy. I rolled 19.
Let me see what again that does.
It says you have advantage on wisdom to track your favorite enemies as well as intelligence.
No,
checks for information.
there's literally there's a thing that how Aragon he puts his ear to the ground. He goes, there are orcs, and that many, and then that many. There's a ranger ability that's basically that.
Really?
Do you know what it is? Because I don't remember what that is.
I see.
I'm looking at their shit.
Primeval awareness. Is that it?
One
Unless
ranger
it's
spell to
different
focus your awareness and reach around you. You can sense the following types of creatures that are present within a mile of you, up to 6 miles if you are in your favorite terrain, which you are. Okay, are you gonna wait? For sense the following types of present. Okay, so you want to use primeval awareness to sense if within a mile or 6 miles, aberrations, celestial dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
The problem is it doesn't. The last line. The feature doesn't reveal the creature's location or number, so it's not really that useful.
It shows you that where they like how it tells you the type of creatures that are present.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
it's not.
that's
I
about all
it's
that
not the
does.
same as the thing that they're suggesting. It doesn't really help.
Yeah, maybe you can do that if you want, but you are going to be using up a spell slot for it.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth. This doesn't do anything for me.
So what do you guys want to do?
I am going to start clambering around, sniffing around to see if I can start recovering my wares. So by that I mean just anything I can find that's edible.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check to try and sniff your belongings. What about everyone else? What are you guys doing? Because you do still have a mission. You still have people that you need to protect. The only problem is that you are missing rations now. But, that's not really the worst of your problems.
Yeah. So I spend my time in the morning to go ahead and start foraging for more food. As I'm in my natural terrain, I use that to get twice as much food as I normally would.
Okay.
So I go ahead
Sounds
and
good.
start farming stuff.
Go ahead and roll on survival then. What'd you get for your roll there, Freeze?
I got a 9.
9. Okay. You managed to find, and you're just looking anything to eat, right? Or
Yeah,
like the
so
stuff that you had in your pack?
would that not be a survival roll instead of a...
True. It just when you
Perception?
said smell, I figured perception because you're just trying to smell things,
I just
right?
meant in the way I was acting out, like, just I was searching around.
Oh, okay,
Is what I
okay,
meant.
okay.
If it is, then that 9's a 12. Up to you.
Okay. With those numbers, regardless of which one you rolled, I would say you do manage to find um, a container of the spices that you had. It seems that there is a small trail leading into a certain direction, but it's going it's going away from your destination. So you managed to gather some of the spices back, but other than that, you don't really see much of the other things in your pack, as things have been squandered away, and whatever direction and in direction that it goes in is not where you want to go.
Fair enough. Is it one of the magic spices, or is it just a random spice?
The magic spices.
Okay, sweet.
All right.
Do you know if the berries that I foraged last night are also gone?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So all the food's gone. Gotcha.
Yeah. But you were foraging for more. So what was you getting? What'd you get again?
16.
16. You managed
Survival,
to get enough food to basically last the three of you for that morning.
Mm.
So, it'll last you until the late afternoon.
Okay.
Not a lot, but it is enough to last 2 meals, breakfast and lunch. Pretty impressive considering. But, you are gonna get bored of just berries and foraged food.
Well, when I want to go and get food, can I also forage kill creatures in the area too to hunt them, or is that a different check?
I would say if you would like to, you're gonna spend another hour to do so. But you are going to be burning daylight.
Yeah.
Okay. So it takes more time than to just forage.
If you have... So one of the ideas to try and save time with doing this sort of stuff is you can set up traps before you go to bed, and then you can check the traps in the morning.
Yeah. I think I have the ability to put traps down. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for the hydrate.
But it's too late for that, unfortunately.
What you boys doing? You're gonna keep moving? We're gonna truck along now that you've had breakfast provided by Aki?
What do you guys
Yeah,
do?
I guess nothing else to do but to go.
I rolled a
Alright.
5 for my temporary hit points, by the way.
Nice. Okay.
Great point.
So, a little frustrated, I would say. Sorry, you guys are continuing?
Oh,
Yeah,
what was it for
the
hit
temporary
point?
hit points were from the meal I ate.
Oh, do I get that too?
No, you didn't
No,
eat.
it was just him. He's the one who ate his
Oh.
meal.
Oh, okay. I thought we all ate the meals.
Well, you did,
No,
but
you guys you chose not to eat the meal I made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just.
Oh, that one. That one. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. He used the magic spices on his meal and he fully ate it, so he continued with it and got the benefits.
Gotcha.
Anything else before I continue?
Nope.
All right. So, obviously, mildly irritated that your foodstuffs have been stolen, but it is not the end of the world, as you all have skills to somehow alleviate that hunger. And with the aid of Aki to provide what provisions he could via his natural skills within his favorite terrain, you begin to continue walking to the Valley of Ison Valley. Ison. What the hell did I call it? Ison Fall Valley. Let's see. Day 2.
We're approaching Isengard, guys.
So, with the highest wisdom, Aki, you notice that as you are walking that off the beaten path, there is a odd pathway that leads towards the forest. It is a weird path as the ground is uneven. There are some parts that are completely flat, some kind of protrude out. But the oddest thing is that it eventually leads towards what you see to be a cave in a nearby mound. And in that direction, there is a foul stench.
Hmm. Do I have to roll to go into the cave or explore it?
No, you just tell me what you want to do with that information. You can choose to ignore it. You can choose to investigate. Maybe there's some stuff in there. Or maybe whatever. Whatever you like to do. There is no rolls unless I tell you that you need it.
Okay. I asked the rest of my party to see if we want to explore the cave.
I
or
start
not.
heading off towards the cave.
Oh, so they just
Without
go straight
nary a
to the
word, he begins to walk over there.
Caves usually mean glowing mushrooms.
cave. I'm hesitant to explore the cave, and I remind the party to say, "Hey, we have a mission to complete. We don't want to waste too much time exploring caves."
Kolb, do you have any thoughts?
I
That's just
do
gonna-
agree with Aki, to
Sorry.
be honest, that we do need to push forward to complete our objective.
Okay. No one seems to
But-
be stopping him. You're just kind of saying this verbally as Freeze had already started to run off. Do you do anything else or just like say it and then hope that he comes back?
I yell at him as he's already over there, and
Okay.
then just glance over at Aki, and I'm like, well,
Perception check to see if I even heard it.
I mean, what's your passive perception?
13.
Yeah, you would have heard it. Whether you obey it or not is up to you.
I'm going to check the entrance. I'm not
Okay.
going to go too deep into it. I am just going to check like what I can see from the entrance.
Okay. As you just quickly go a little closer, but not too deep, you find that the first thing that you see is this very large, for what I could say gently, a large turd, about as big as you. And within this turd, or rather next to it, you see what looks to be another corpse, although this one mostly digested and nary of any meat or things that you could possibly cook. But you do see some metal objects nearby this area. You see what looks to be a portable grill, a small cauldron, and nearby, about maybe 10 feet deeper into the cave, what looks to be three large egg-like structures.
Now, when you say
They're
large,
about, I want to say, 3 feet long. 3 feet long eggs within the cave. Maybe just 10 feet in. Not that deep. But you can see it from where you stand. Oh, and there's a book nearby.
I'm just going to chuck the stuff that I found, like just use my apron, I guess, to tie it to my back.
Okay.
I will grab the book, but I won't read it. And I will roll a willpower check to see if I go will save. Sorry, yeah,
Personal will save, okay.
to see if I can resist the temptation of the egg.
All right. And the verdict is
Alright. So if below 10, I'm going for an egg. It was a 15.
you're
The
gonna
egg
go
is
for an
safe
egg.
for now. I
Sorry,
didn't
were
say
you
what
going for
happens
the egg or
above a
not?
10. No, I won't go for an egg. I will grab the dude's skull though and bring it back.
Okay, it's a humanoid skull. You don't know what they were. They didn't have a snout, so it's probably some sort of humanoid. And you will now have a mystery skull, as well as all the equipment that I said prior. Oh, I should also mention, sorry, that you see very large white feathers nearby the turd pile.
Also, does the dude have a backpack?
Give me D20.
An 11.
11. Yes, he does. It's small, though, and
Sweet.
there's a bit of a rip in it.
That's fine. That's better than not having a backpack at all.
Yeah. All right, so you now have ripped backpack, but it can contain all the equipment that you found. Although they do smell like shit.
It's alright. We can clean it later.
All right. Shitty equipment
Uh,
obtained.
But yeah, so I'm going to carry the dude's skull, and it's going to just look like I'm, like one of those frill neck lizards when they run.
Oh.
He's just scampering back to the party, and he's just going to arrive and just hold the skull up into someone's face. Oh, and I'll grab one of the feathers too.
Okay. This feather is like 5 feet long, and you can kind of hold it like a sword, but it's not going to do any damage because it's so, it's a feather.
That's fine. I will run back with both of those, and then I'll just
Alright.
present them to the party, and I'll say, "Fish found, man in dung heap. Also feather.
Also feather.
Also,
Nice guy talk about feathers."
Was there anything else that you had found in there, Freeze? Or was that pretty much
Yeah.
just it?
Big egg, good delicacy.
Big egg. Interesting. Aki, what do you would it be worth to grab one? Actually, how big was
I take a look at the book that was picked up.
Okay.
And I have I know a few languages. I actually clicked it by a little earlier, but I know Common, Elven, Sylvan, and Draconic languages. So I checked to see if I can read the book by any
You
chance.
find that you can read this as it is written in Sylvan.
Oh, interesting.
You read the title and it says Fimbleton's Book of Beasts and How to Prepare Them.
Ooh. So I guess I just start beginning to read the book.
If you want to. You start looking through the book and you can see a peculiar amount of recipes in there. They all seem to deal with various monsters. You can see something like Bullywug sur à la flamme. You can see there's Hippocampus surf and turf. You see a gelatinous marmalade. Various other monster creations, dishes using monster parts.
Ooh. So I put this book into my backpack and save for later.
Oh, it also
could
smells
be
like shit.
useful. Oh,
It is.
Well,
Just forgot to mention that.
It is smeared.
it's smeared and shit. Okay, I do not put it into my backpack, but rather ask if one of them would be so kind as to hold on to it for me for later.
I will put
I
it back in my backpack.
And then proceed to try to wash my hands somehow.
Find a stream. Let's go. Survival roll.
Yeah.
Winter.
Yes,
You said that his backpack had a tear in it, right? Was
correct.
it a big one or? Okay.
It's like the size of your hand, I would say. Like something small might fit through it, but the equipment he has is big enough where it won't fall through.
Okay. Either way, do I notice it right away or should I make a roll to notice it?
I mean, you're a high wisdom character. You would have noticed it eventually.
Okay. Then I do offer to Freeze if I can use my cantrip mending to patch up or to repair the tear in his backpack.
Now the
just so he
question
doesn't
is,
have it.
do we want to wash it first, or are you just gonna handle that thing with the mending cantrip?
That is true. Actually, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Then I'll do that.
All right. So, is there anything else you'd like to say or do, or whatnot? Any comments, thoughts, or whatnot from his discoveries?
I do ask everyone else if we are interested in taking one of the eggs because we don't know how much longer is the trek over there to our destination.
You have 2 more days. No, actually 3
And-
if you count today.
And we don't know because none of us has been there before, correct? And we don't know if there's like any villages or anything to like stock up on any more food on our way.
Between here and there, nope.
Okay.
There's
So then I
also
do-
the big feather, which was described to us by the spice guy.
Right. I do ask though if we are okay with trying to take one of the eggs. How big was it again?
I
Uh,
emphasize it just by like just holding my hands like around me because
It's about 3 feet
the same
long.
size. It's about the same size as me.
Oh wow.
It's a big egg.
What do you guys think? Should we try and take one or no?
I just informed them that whatever creature was large enough to give birth to an egg might also just not be too happy if we take it.
True. What do you think, Freeze?
Delicious shake. Good
We should
eat.
take.
Yes, yes. I go get.
Mhm.
And I'll turn around and start heading back.
Okay.
I
What
go
are you
in.
doing? He's
I'm
about
going
to go. What do you do?
I follow
Sorry?
Freeze.
Okay. Well, Aki, you are been currently outvoted. Are you going to follow them or just gonna wait for them on the path?
I'll just wait for them by the path and keep a lookout, see if anything comes by.
Sounds good.
I'm also curiously just checking the air, just to see if I hear anything.
Okay.
Just
Give
making
me a
sure.
perception check to try and like be aware of your surroundings actively.
Perception, gotcha. Perception. There we go.
21. Hot fire. Okay. So you continue to stand guard. As for the 2 lizard men, you decide to go back to the entrance of the cave. So you now find yourself at the entrance of the cave, and yes, it smells terrible. And you see 10 feet within the 10 feet within the cave, you see 3 eggs, roughly the size of both of you. Each, rather. Because, Freeze is a little short.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing?
Freeze.
I approach the egg with the reckless abandonment of excitement.
Okay, so no stealth. You're just gonna go grab it. You hold onto the egg with all your might, like your wingspan, encompassing this thing as you lift it up. Go ahead and give me a strength check, athletics check, please.
So we're going to be carrying it both each, yeah?
Yeah, I'll be helping him out as well.
Oh, you're just gonna take the one. You're not gonna take multiple.
I
No, just the
think
one.
Yeah, just the
We're
one.
small people. We don't need big eggs.
Fair.
Mhm.
Okay. So, because he had initiated, Kolb, would you like to roll as well, or just give him advantage?
I'd like to give him an advantage.
All right, Freeze, you know what to do.
You said athletics?
Yes.
Alright, 15.
15. With both of your strength combined, you quickly manage to get both sides of the egg and start to scramble back to Aki. You now have a large egg in tow. Whose egg it is, or what laid it, you don't know.
Hey, Aki, look what we got.
So, I did mention you have a small cart, so you will manage to just plop that on top and with no issue with the rest of your belongings that haven't been stolen. and you can be back on your way to Eisenfall. Anything else that you'd like to do or say while you're here?
Mm,
Nothing else for me, at least.
yeah.
I
Alright.
would like to attempt to find a stream or somewhat as we're traveling.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
To have a
I
bit
will
of a
say
wash.
eventually. I was actually going to make the map, but I didn't have enough time. You do eventually find a stream as you continue to travel throughout the day, and you can easily go to the stream and use it as a source of water for whatever it is you need.
I
Cool.
proceed to.
Use it to fill my hemskin thing that I have.
Your
All
water
right, you can
skin?
fill your water bottle.
Water
Okay.
skin. There we go.
Then I'll be refilling my water skin.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
I will fully bathe, but it will be slightly upstream.
Not
of
upstream.
where they're filling up the water.
That- oh, that's got it. I
So you
noticed.
guys would see this.
Yeah, I see this and I immediately stop trying to fill my water skin and then try to go to another part of the creek that is uncontaminated.
Same, honestly.
Sounds good. I will not make you do checks later. All right. With that, the rest of the day is more or less uneventful, as you had found additional rations in the form of a large egg that would basically last the rest of the day with all three of you. Other than that, there is no danger, and you continue on your way to Eisenfall. Okay. Is there anything you'd like to say or do at night? And I assume you're going to consume said large egg for the night and the morrow.
I would like to do a quick scavenge around, and I believe I have it set up to set up some snares. Do I have them set up?
Okay.
Do I have this prepared? I do have it prepared. So I'll be doing, I guess, a survival to scrounge around for local greens or local fruits and veggies.
Sounds good. Go ahead and give me that roll. What about the rest of you two? What are you up to for the night?
I would like to set up some small traps, but I don't think I have the materials to do it.
If you
If you-
have rope, I can turn it into a.
Oh, you do have hemp and rope, yeah.
Yeah, if you have rope, I can spend my spell slots to turn it into traps.
Okay.
Oh, wicked.
So I will ask if you can help me make some traps and we can place it around so we don't have a repeat of last night.
Yeah.
And then
So
hopefully find some maybe small animals for tomorrow.
Yeah.
For food.
All right, easily done.
that was a 16 on the survival.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And yeah, as I said, I'd probably spend most of the rest of the setup time just setting up traps around the place with the snare.
Gotcha.
How much
right.
rope does that use?
25 feet,
Okay, so I have 25 left. Gotcha.
which the spell consumes.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Kolb, anything else that you're doing?
I start preparing the egg so that for us to cook and eat it while they're
Okay.
doing their thing.
How would you like to attempt to prepare it, or you just want to expedite that?
We can just expedite it.
No problem. So you managed to do something which you could, considering the large amount of, egg there is here. Trying to divvy it out to everyone, and everyone starts to create a fire.
I was gonna say I have a thing for this egg if you'd like it.
You have a what?
I have a thing for this egg if you'd like it.
Oh, what's that?
Well, basically, what you can do with a large egg is you can put it inside the cauldron, fill it with water, and then you can start, like, if you shake it around a lot whilst it's boiling in there, it will mix the egg into an omelette inside the actual eggshell.
Hmm.
And then you just have to puncture the top and fill it with greens and herbs for it to contain and congeal all that taste.
He really is a chef. He
Alright.
knows what he's doing. Okay, would
Of
you
which I will
guys
put
would like to
the,
do that then?
I will put
Yeah.
the leftover spices that I have into it.
All right. If you're just using the leftover ones, and I assume everyone's gonna consume this egg and in the morning with all this magic spices and shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's find some fun effects that were here. With the rest, let's see. As you guys are about to partake in this large egg feast, you guys hear a snorting sound nearby as hold on, I got too many windows around here. Kolb, you notice it first as you turn around, and there is a large creature with tusks about 30 feet away from you as it begins to charge you. Roll initiative. Because I will
Where's the
take you
trap
guys.
where's the trap in relation to where this creature is?
The trap is, well, it's, even if it I would say it's not far, but it's not going to go through it if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
So let me set some stuff up here. How do I change what way things were facing? Advanced transform. Oh. Flip horizontal. There you go. And then let's change the music. Wherever that is.
The very cute looking boar.
Yeah. All right. Setting the mood here. Okay, so go ahead and roll initiative, please.
I am at 12. 12 initiative.
Okay. Gonna add a turn.
I have 7 initiative.
7 initiative.
I have to roll initiative too?
Yep.
Okay. I roll. Wait, once the result is also turn track of no valid token was selected.
So basically with Roll20, if you have a character sheet and token assigned to it, you can select the token and then hit initiative, and it will auto-assign that initiative to the number.
Yeah, I guess we didn't program that in his sheet. I can roll it for you.
It says 21.
You got a 21. You just need to add that to.
Oh, he got a 21. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. Totally fine. Yeah. Ignore my roll then. 21. That is a high initiative. And then the boar, because it's going first, I'm gonna add a turn there. It's gonna make it 22, just to make that simpler. Okay, so Kolb, Aki, and okay, cool. So, starting off, the giant boar begins to charge at you, having smelled this cooked food in the vicinity, as it begins to run towards you. Let's see, where is my sheets here? It begins to run towards Aki because he's nearby, and he runs. And this thing is bigger than you, Aki, as it is a large boar and begins to attack you. I gotta get my. Actually, I'll just roll it live. No fudging today. It rolls a natural 20 as it begins to strike you with its horns. You are going to take, let's see, that is a crit. It is a gore. I'm going to take 2d6 plus 3. Plus another 2. Oh, lucky. Snake eyes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points of piercing damage. So reduce that to your current max HP.
Oh, okay, point maximum.
Sorry, not your max HP, like your current HP, sorry.
How do I set current HP?
Let's open up your character sheet.
Oh, I see it here. 33 and maximum of 22. Okay, I did it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you have 22 HP. As you guys see this giant boar tackle into Aki, pushing him away from the campfire where the cauldron is currently boiling the egg. Aki, it's actually your turn. You are pushed up against by this drake and not drake. This giant boar that's right next to you. What do you do?
Okay. I use
Oh yeah, you haven't played combat before, so
no.
do you want me to explain combat terms and whatnot as we get started here, or you're just gonna tell me what you want to do?
Yeah, sure. You can explain it to me.
Okay, so the main things you have are your action, which includes interacting with anything, and attacking, which you have 2 of. You can also drop any weapons and swap to something else, like a melee weapon. And then you have your bonus action, or actually, your action also includes magic casting. And then you have a bonus action, which is any ability that says it costs a bonus action, or any spells that are a bonus action. And then you have 30 feet of movement, which you can use in any order of any of anything in your turn. So 3 things: action, bonus action, movement, and then a free action to like say or do things, or say things.
Okay. I don't think I have a spells fully set up yet, so I only have anything I can use. Let's see. I do have
I can make a
cantrip,
suggestion if you'd like. Sorry?
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What's the suggestion?
A common spell that hunters love to take is Hunter's Mark. It is a bonus action spell. Uses, I believe it's a first level spell slot. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone. But you would essentially put a debuff on this thing, and you would inflict extra damage on it whenever you hit it.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to do that.
All right. I'm going to quickly look it up because I forget what the boar has to do. Let's see. Choose a creature within range and mark it as your quarry. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and have advantage on any wisdom or survival check to find it. If the target drops to 0, you can put it to somewhere else. But the saving throw... Is there a saving throw? No, that's it. It just happens. Okay, cool. You can attack it. You don't have any weapon or something right now, though.
Mm.
You
I don't
can
have
always
any
just...
weapons on me.
Well, you haven't gone to sleep, so you still have your armor. And you have your weapons. You'd have to pull one out. So I guess you can just use your action to just pull out your swords, because I believe you have two short swords.
Yes, I have 2 short swords.
Okay, you'll use your action to pull out both swords. So you haven't attacked it yet, but you did put the debuff on it.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to say during this instance?
So I can't act now. I have to act later on the next turn.
Yeah, just because you equipped your stuff from unequipped, and you put some magic on it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and mark off one of your spell slots because it costs 1.
Okay. Let me go and do that. 1 second. Level 1 spell?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I can still move, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So maybe.
So I will say, real quick, sorry. You are in its threat range, which is 5 feet. If you leave 5 feet away from it will have an opportunity to slap you one more time. But if you can pivot around it without evoking that.
Oh, so it's gonna hit me again if I leave?
If you leave the threat range. Alternatively, if you did not pull out your swords, you could do something called a disengage, which is essentially using as much effort as you can to not get hit when you leave, in which case it will not hit you. So, if you like, because you're still new at this, would you like to disengage instead, or pivot around it and put away your? I mean, would you like to disengage and not put out your swords, or do you want to pull out your swords and maybe just stay in threat range, or risk running away?
You know what? I'm going to maybe probably try to pivot around it. Keep the swords out.
Sounds good. All right. So go ahead and move your token wherever you'd like within 30 feet. Each square is 5 feet. So you got like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 6 squares.
Okay, where do I see that?
Oh, you are in the. Oh, wait. Did I not move you guys to the map? Oh, I didn't get move you guys to the map. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I've been watching your stream this whole time just to look at the token.
Yeah, I was watching your stream. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Okay, I will move. So this is where the boar is currently, right?
Yes.
So 5 feet is how many tiles?
6. And you don't have
So
to use all of it. Just up to 6.
Okay, so like maybe here.
Let's take out the handy dandy measuring tool. Yeah, that's 20 feet. But you are leaving the threat range. The threat range is currently like.
Okay, so I'll move it closer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you can like run around this thing. And that's fine. So you'd be going like 15 and then 15 for your 30 meters to go around. 30 feet to go to pivot around. That's fine. Okay, and it'll just like start turning towards you because it's still tracking you.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else that you'd like to attempt to do, or is that good? You're done.
So what do I have left? Just a free action?
Yeah. So you can like say something if you wish.
Can I use that free action to command my Drake to attack?
Let's see here.
I don't want my Drake. Went.
As an action, you magically summon it. Drake remains in root. Blah blah blah. How do you do this again? In combat, the Drake shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. Okay, so it has its own turn.
Gotcha.
So it'll go right after you.
Mm.
And unfortunately, I deleted the thing because I'm a dumb.
Okay, so I guess I don't have anything to do, right? Nothing else to do.
Okay.
With reaction.
Yeah, you would just be commanding your companion to attack it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell it to attack then?
Yep.
All right. Give me 1 second as it's just trying to. Here it is. There it is. So yeah, it's gonna attack. So go ahead and roll its attack. It's a bite attack.
By the way.
Yeah, I can't really do anything about it.
What do I want to roll?
So looking at your Drake, it's a +3 using your proficiency. Wait,
Okay.
+3 plus. So what's your proficiency? What does it say? 3?
Proficiency is 3.
Okay, so add a 3 to that, and roll the d20. So it's a d20 plus 6.
Okay. D20 plus, and then the 6 number here. How do I?
So on Roll20,
Oh,
you
oops.
can
I did the
click
wrong one,
on
guys.
the dice roller or wherever you're using to roll dice. I guess you're using the sheet.
D20. So it's 6 plus 6, so that's 22.
22.
plus
Okay,
6.
so your Drake from behind this thing bites its rear and hits. Go ahead and roll a. Where the heck is your Drake? Bite is 1d6 plus proficiency. Go ahead and roll a 1d6 plus 3.
Oh, not 1 plus 6. So that's
Plus 3.
Oh,
So
plus
that is
4.
4 points of damage as your Drake follows suit in your command and bites this thing's ass, leaving a bloodied mark on its butt. All right.
Is it not affected by the hunter's mark thing that I used? The spell?
I don't think so because that's the Drake's turn. It has its own separate turn, and you didn't do
I
the
see.
damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Kolb and then Freeze.
Okay. So let's see. I will like to move over here on the opposite end of where Aki is. I would use my bonus action to. Let me see. Is this range? Yeah, it is. Shield of Faith over to Aki to give him that +2 AC.
All right. So, Aki, go ahead and up your AC +2 temporarily.
AC?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be like a 14 on the top middle of your sheet.
Oh. So 16.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's your action there, Kolbe. What would you like to do else?
For my bonus action, well, that was my bonus action. For my normal
Okay.
action, I will do. I'll just do a standard attack with my Warhammer.
All right, hammer it up.
So let's see. I rolled a 22.
Okay, this thing's AC is a 13, so you hit. Roll damage.
Alright. And I got 9 for damage.
9 damage. As you bring up your warhammer and smack it inside of the ribs, you hear a nice crack as this thing winces in pain. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think that would be it for me on my turn.
All right, Freeze, what are you doing?
I'd like to throw myself at it, but whilst I'm throwing myself at it, I'm going to transform into a giant lizard.
All right, supersize me. Giant lizard it is.
And then I'm going to, I guess, attempt to jump on its back and bite into it.
All right. The AC is 13. Go ahead. Roll for attack.
What's the attack on this thing? It's that, so that's plus 4 to hit. That was a 13.
All right, meets it, beats it. Go ahead and roll damage.
1d8 plus 2. 6 damage.
6 points of damage. As you chomp down on this wild boar, it's quite tasty, actually, if you ignore the amounts of fur in your mouth as you're biting it on its back. As trickles of blood starts to pour down from this thing's wounds that you have created. Anything else you'd like to do?
I guess I'll just like to attempt to like hold it.
Okay. I would say, it's not very different from the fact that you've already on top of it. So just give me an athletics check that just make sure you stay on top of it.
That's a 15.
15. Okay. I guess this should be contested. I'm going a little loose on the rules, but whatever. Yeah, you managed to hold on quite tightly onto this thing. You will still be able to be on it on the start of your next turn.
Because I was going to say, this
Anything
thing
else?
also has spider climb.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you'll stick on that, no problem. All right, now's the boar's turn. Being surrounded by these creatures now, especially a very large lizard folk, it is going to attempt to shake you off, which I'm going to say is not going to succeed because you have spider climb on it and you're already on it. So it is going to uselessly flail around and use up its entire turn just to shake you off, which to no avail. But this thing is considerably hurt because of what you guys have done. And so, Aki, it is your turn once again.
Okay, cool. I will. So, currently, Fresh is on top, right?
Yes, he's on top of it.
Okay. I proceed to try to. Wait, am I able to make an attack on him, or is Fresh like blocking my attack?
You can still feasibly attack him.
Okay.
So
Just be a little careful.
what-
Don't hit a natural one or you're going to hit him.
Okay.
what I'm doing is an actual thing you can do called mounting the creature.
Oh.
And it makes it so that he can attempt to shake you off, but depending on how you mount it on the creature, you can actually avoid certain attacks because it physically just can't reach you. So
Sounds
the way
news to
I'm
me.
mounted is I'm mounted on its back. No, this is in the rules. You can do it on dragons and shit.
I believe it. I just never encountered it.
This is how I fought off a dragon with a level 2 wizard. With a knife.
Smarts. That's using your intelligence.
Yeah, so how I'm mounted is I'm on its back, grabbing into its flanks and its shoulders, and I've got my mouth wrapped around the back of its neck. So any attacks to its face, which is what's facing you, wouldn't affect me unless you roll really, really bad, and that's
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I target the for his face, and I do an attack with my short swords.
All right, do it up. Are you gonna do one attack? Oh, actually, you have 2 attacks plus
Yeah.
your offhand, so you can technically
Yes.
attack 3 times.
Yeah, so I'll use that. So, do I have to roll the 20 because I have +6 attack? So
Yeah, just
I
roll
click on
because we
this.
already programmed that in. So just go ahead and click your short sword.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
see
what
it?
is that? That doesn't look like your short sword.
Huh? Yeah,
No,
I
that's
hit
a
short sword.
1d6.
1d6 plus 3.
Hold up, something's wrong with your character
Damage
sheet.
type. Maybe I did no. Let me just click on the name short sword.
Did you
There we
roll
go.
the guys? Did you roll the attack with the damage?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
damage
yeah.
by accident. Ugh, okay.
All right. So that does not hit. Go ahead and do your other short sword. Yeah, I mean that's good too. That'll hit, but click your short sword again because your 2 attacks are your main hand, so you'll still
Okay.
get the bonuses from that. All right, so 2 strikes. You strike with your first one, but this thing is flailing around, trying not to get hit. As it's trying to flail around, trying to get Fress off of his back, and you miss the first swipe, but then you lock in as you jump towards it with both swords, digging your swords into this thing's face, scoring a. Go ahead and click your offhand short sword in the roll 20 in chat.
The damage type or the name?
The name within the results. So like within the chat of roll 20, click on the name offhand short sword. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's 6 points of damage from your offhand, and then
Short
your
sword?
your short sword, your normal short sword, 6. Okay, so you do a total of 12 damage by stabbing this thing in the face with both short swords. This thing is starting to bleed profusely. It is on death's door as your cooperation and effort to take this thing down is showing a lot of results.
Cool.
Anything else you'd like to do? Because actually no, you do an extra 1d6 because of your hunter's mark, which is already on it, because you are the source of the damage. Go ahead and roll
Yes,
out d6 for an extra damage.
D6.
1 extra point of damage as the hunter mark begins to explode with energy. It is now your Drake's turn. I assume you're gonna get it to attack as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so same deal as before. Go ahead and roll a d20 plus 6.
Yeah, that'd be 20.
20. That'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll. What was the damage again? 1d6 plus 3.
So that'd be 4.
An additional single point of damage as knife-like fangs begin to dig into the rear behind of the giant boar. Anything else?
I'm sorry. Isn't it 4 points of damage?
Yeah, 4 points of damage because yeah. 4. I said 1, but I meant 4.
Yeah, 4.
Because you have the plus 3 plus the initial roll. Yes, you're correct.
Cool. Okay. Let's see. What else can I do? I think. Can I get out of the threat radius of the boar yet or no?
You can. There's a chance that it'll hit you, but you can still attempt to go do so.
Okay. Well, because he's currently preoccupied with Frost on top, so I thought you could take the opportunity to like get some distance now.
No, it'll still. It's still gonna try and hit you.
Okay. Well, I don't forget it. I won't move. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll just stay put.
Kolb, what are you doing? This thing
All
is
right.
very weak. It's being assaulted many times with blades and fangs.
I'll go ahead and use a Draconic Cry as my bonus action, which will make it any enemies within 10 feet. We will all have an advantage against it until my start of my next turn.
Ooh.
Just so we can finish it off faster and guarantee more hits.
Good plan.
So
Does it need
go
to
ahead
make
and do
a save of any sort, or it just happens?
let's see. Make a cry within 10 feet until the start of your next turn. Allies have advantage on attack rolls against the enemy that can hear you. You can use this 3 times per long rest. So no, it doesn't say anything about it making a saving throw.
That's a really good ability. All right. Advantage to the attacks. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I will attempt to do and inflict wounds on it as my action.
Ooh. All right. I believe there's a save for that.
Is
I
it?
could be wrong. I can't remember.
I know it is for like Pathfinder, but I'm not sure about D&D.
To the internet. Inflict wounds 2014. Let's see. An action touch components, necrotic, it's melee. On a hit. Okay, it's a spell attack. So go ahead and do an attack with advantage.
Okay. It'll be a 20 to hit.
Ooh, that'll definitely hit. Roll the damage.
3d10, or wait, no, hold on. That
Yep,
is
3d10.
Okay. It is 21 damage.
21 points of damage. So, as you charge up your energy and you hit this creature with your spell, you can see the necrotic energy flow through the point of contact. As you can see, tendrils of dark magic start to envelop this creature. The eyes of this creature start to roll back as it starts to spasm, with three still clinging on top, and it falls over dead.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Good job, gentlemen. And now you have a free boar, bacon, if you will, before you for this night. However, you might want to cut out the pieces that were inflicted with necrotic magic.
Oh,
Bacon and eggs, you would say.
Bacon
That's
and
fine.
eggs.
I'll just purify it.
Oh,
Purify
okay.
food.
Purify food and water. That's what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, easy enough. Now you have very clean and pure bacon and eggs. Nice job.
Do we have to carve it up or?
Yeah.
As a roll,
Okay.
you mean? Or
I
So
can use
it's
that silver dagger that I have to carve it.
Oh, do you want to attempt to use the mysterious silver dagger?
Is it too bad? Too much to use it right now?
Hey, man, if you
But
want to, this is...
Let me double check. Did you say it was a silver dagger with a ruby on the hilt?
Yes. No, I didn't say ruby on a hilt. It's just a pristine silver dagger that doesn't seem to get dirty at all.
Did I guess right? There's a ruby on the hilt.
What's that?
Did I guess right? There's a ruby on the hilt.
Maybe. No, there is not. There is not.
Oh, I was gonna say I know exactly which one it is. If it was.
I don't know what you're talking about, actually.
So I'm just trying to find the. I'm trying to find the rules for the mounting, the ones I just told you about. They're in the GM's guide. It's just marked under like additional things. I can't remember exactly what they are.
Well, no wonder I have never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those things that I've sat down with my friends and we saw it and we're like, why have we never been doing this?
Honestly, more people should read the DMG. I do not own one, unfortunately, and although I guess I could read up on it. Yeah, it's just one of those situations that it never comes up. But this was a very good place to do it.
Yeah, I might have to look through the actual physical copy I have so I can find the page.
Mm.
I'll send it to you later.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'd love that. Regardless, you now find yourself with a veritable feast in front of you. Whether you want to save this for later, you do have to have some level of skill to try and preserve the rest of this meat. Or you can just eat what you can and be on the rest of your way. Because by the next day,
hang on.
I believe, you should be able to arrive to the town. Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
I am slightly confused because my proficiency in chef's tools has disappeared off my sheet for some reason. Why has it disappeared off my sheet?
Weird.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do?
I will
no problem.
carve up the boar.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find out where my proficiency has disappeared to. So I had it there before.
Aki, would you like to assist with the silver dagger?
Sure.
Cook's utensils.
All right. So, do you want to? I assume you're going to attune to this obvious magic dagger. Oh, I should mention what attune actually means because I keep forgetting this is your first time. You're doing very well for your first game.
Oh, thank you.
Attune is basically turning on the magic effects because you command it now. It's like equipping a thing on Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So do I need to attune to it?
If you want to use whatever magic is in it, yes. Or you can just keep wielding it like a normal dagger.
Yeah, I don't think I need to attune it right now.
Okay, if you don't want to,
I
that's
don't want
fine.
to
You can just
accidentally
carve it.
do something weird and destroy this corpse and mess up
Ruin
the meat.
But what if it's a good thing?
What if I just light it on fire by accident? Like, oops, guys, sorry.
Hey, it's a pre-cooker.
Yeah, pre-cooked. Yeah.
Okay, well, in that
And it's
case,
a name
go
that
ahead and
has
roll it
shish
with
kebab.
advantage then.
Okay. Sorry. Say that again.
So I'll
Martin is,
roll-
not Martin, Freeze is going to carve the pig, and you are giving advantage because you're, or do you want to do your own roll?
Oh no, I'll do advantage.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to carve the pig with advantage then. See how much you get. Are you attempting to get the whole thing, like, prepared?
as much as I can. So this would be survival, if I remember right,
Yeah.
for chefs. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I've also got. Yeah, so this is survival with my proficiency, because it's the cook's utensils. 21.
21.
Oh, wait, so that
Uh,
was base. Yeah,
That
it's
was what?
21.
okay.
I,
So-
I didn't roll it with advantage. That's why I could put.
No worries. So, during the course of the night, you two managed to carve up this giant boar. Whether it's a blessing or a curse that it had attacked, you now have much more rations than than you had before, and quite arguably much more tasty, as you will have no issues with rations for the trip, both towards Isenfall and back towards Omniport. So, and
I'm gonna check
as you
the
guys
top-
begin to do this, yeah, no, that's it. What's up?
I'm gonna check the stomach sack to see what can be salvaged from in there.
God damn it.
What?
Okay. Giant boar. What did you eat?
Look, all
Give
I'm
me an
saying is that
investigation check.
its guts can be used to make sausages.
All right.
You asked if I wanted to harvest this entire thing.
You're right. You know, you're right, Martin. Go ahead and roll. Actually, we'll run with your high 20. As you were carving up this pig, Aki, you can see that Fress has done this many a time, as he seems to really know what he's doing, despite their questionable actions from earlier. You can see that begin to remove its guts and clean out its organs and start fashioning various meat products from this corpse alone. You assist as best you can, trying to follow what they're doing as they speak with minimal words, but manage to prepare a veritable feast, essentially, and rations that'll last you for the next 5 days. Fresh, as you look within the guts, you do manage to find something peculiar on the inside of this thing's gut. It seems to be some sort of piece of jewelry. It glows with a sapphire jewel, and it clearly is magic.
I'm gonna just be like, and just throw it behind me because I'm I'm here for the meat, not for and anything else that could be salvaged. I'm not here for some jewelry stuff, so I throw it behind me.
All right. What the rest of you guys doing?
You just hear me go, bah, useless. And then just dive back into its guts. So you guys can have at it if you want.
What was throwing, like a necklace?
It was a
ring.
ring.
A ring. Okay. Yeah, I can take a look at the ring.
Okay, you pick it up. Clearly magical. What do you do with it? Would you like to try and do a vibe check on this, or would you like to give it to someone else, or what do you do?
I can do a vibe check on it.
Okay, go ahead and give me Arcana
Okay.
as you kind of search around. Jesus,
Oh my god.
21.
natural 20. You're an arcane practitioner, but somehow you've seen this exact model of ring before. You know exactly what this does already. You know that this is a item coveted by wizards that restores a single spell slot. It takes a bonus action to use to restore a single spell slot.
That's really strong. Hmm. So let's see. I give it to Freeze.
He thinks
Freeze's
it's useless.
Freeze's head deep inside a boar at the
Okay,
moment.
never mind.
Like there is blood spurting out behind him. He's like full like Star Wars doing it at the moment.
He's inside of the
this-
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could just give it to Colt then, because Colt doesn't have any other accessories too, right?
Not that you know of.
Not
Okay.
really, no.
So I ask if Colt wants it.
Sure, I'll go ahead and take it, Aki. Thanks.
Cool.
All
I'll
right.
go
Add
ahead and-
one giant boar gut ring to your inventory.
Actually, no. I wash it off first with what I have in my water.
Yeah, I watched it.
There
Yeah, I
you
watched
go.
it.
There you go.
It's the little details that make it so much more enjoyable.
Oh yeah,
It's
while
play
this
pretend
is
with
happening,
rules.
while Freeze is knee deep in the boar, I take out that recipe book that we scrounged earlier and
Oh,
flip
okay.
through, see if we can make something useful out of the boar meat.
I love how as
Alright.
this is going, I'm just going from head deep to waist deep to knee deep.
He's just going in. He disappears eventually.
I got my camping bag for the night.
Oh my god. Disgusting. Gonna sleep in a corpse. Let's see. Yeah, you find a number of dishes with wild boar. I mean, it's more common than monster. So actually, you don't find a lot of recipes in here because this book is more so for monster meat.
Gotcha.
But you can see a bunch of inspirations that you can infer from this, such as different roasts. You can see different methods to make ribs, even
Ooh.
a stew using the tail.
Ooh. So maybe I attempt to use some of the meat we salvaged to try to make some of that.
Okay, you're gonna do some cooking right now. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you're gonna be using how are you gonna cook this?
Do we still have the cauldron, the pot set up, right? Or no?
You got the cauldron, you got a portable grill, you got a smaller cauldron.
I could take out the portable grill.
Okay,
Start grilling some ribs.
nice, Monster Hunter style. Just start grilling.
Yep.
Easy.
You hear
Is
these
there
cracks
anything-
coming from the inside, and you just see like a porker get handed out through the fucking stomach hole.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do during this night? Otherwise, you will arrive at the city tomorrow.
I am going to put the snout on like a spit and make a kebab out of it.
Snout kebab. You got it. Yeah, and you have as many rations that you would survive to, and because of any spices left that you guys all did partake in, feel free to add. Well, you're taking a long rest now, so feel free to put your health back at max, and add 1 hit dice worth of your hit dice to your temporary HP.
So roll d6.
Whatever your hit dice is. Your hit dice should be in the middle of your sheet. Let me just check. I think yours is a D10.
It's just d4 for me, but
No, you're a
I
D10
need
for
it.
sure, because that's how we calculated your stuff.
I was gonna say you're not a wizard.
I didn't set that up. I guess. I
No,
didn't
you
know
got
how
5
to set that
D10. There you go.
up. Okay.
So roll
So-
D10, and that's how much you add to your temporary hit points.
Oh no, that was a d4. Okay, no, sorry. D10. Oh well. 1 point it is.
Hey, 1 temporary hit point it is. No problem.
Hey, that 1 hit point can save your life.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
true.
So, anything else before we move on to the next day?
Oh, I also carve off the tusks and put them in my backpack.
Giant boar tusks. You got it. Easy enough. You'll just take the time to carve it out.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
No, that'll be it for me too.
All right. You go to bed that night feeling very full and satisfied, full of bacon, eggs, and whatever cuts that you determined that you wanted to eat that night amongst the giant boar that had attacked earlier. Dawn breaks out. As you all wake up refreshed, slightly hungry, as you begin to continue to eat whatever rations that you felt like having, whether it's the egg, the boar, or both, and you continue to walk towards the Valley of Isengard. Hours pass by as you eventually get to the valley when you are beset by the very beast that you came here to hunt. While because you had taken some time as a minor detour, you could have gotten here a little faster, but that's not very important as the beast is right in front of you. You no longer have to rescue any people as they might have either gotten safe or this creature is just farther enough away from these people where you don't have to worry about them. As you are on the road towards the creature, and it sits there in front of you angrily. You can see that this creature is very large, much larger than the giant boar that you had fought previous. You can see that its mouth is covered in caked blood as it has attacked townsfolk or livestock or the like. You can see that there are arrows sticking out of this thing's neck, arrows sticking within its body, and some damage both on its legs and core. I need everyone to roll initiative as you see the creature in front of you.
Oh no, it's a
Aha.
giant goose
I got
with a sword. What a fearsome enemy.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Oh, and
So is this
feel
a
free to like
monstrosity
move
or
the
is this a
things.
beast?
What's that?
Is this a monstrosity or a beast?
This is a beast. Technically, it's a
Okay.
fae, but I'm classifying it as a beast.
So what's
the
the stat
beast.
for giant goose?
You want to know?
I want to know if I can wild shape into it.
Oh. Oh. Hold on, let me find it. I got so many windows. Where's... Oh, here it is. Giant goose. What do you need to know in order to determine if you can or not?
Well, first of all, it can't be a monstrosity. I believe it can't be a fae. So you've already answered those two.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I gotta find out what the CR is. It's probably higher than what I can do, but
What can you do?
I can do up to half at the moment.
Oh, then no. This is a CR4.
Yeah, but this is for if I bring fish back in a later game. I've encountered this creature.
That's true. That's true. Eventually, you'll be able to become a giant goose if you survive. So, let's everyone roll initiative.
I got 7 again.
Okay, let me just bring up the initiative
Let me
order.
roll initiative.
How do we clear this? Remove all turns, clear list, clear. Okay, so goose.
I roll a 7.
1 second. Aki had turn. You got a 7. Who else got what again?
I got
Draco, you
7.
had something?
Add 2.
Okay. Colby had 2. Fress, you had a 7, but what is your score for Dex? Fress?
Oh, wait, sorry. 16.
16. Aki, what's your Dex?
My dex is 16.
Ah, damn it. I'll just put you guys next to each other. You can choose who goes first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Aki's Drake add turn, which is going to be right after you. Okay, so the goose. Oh wait, we gotta change music again.
We need a fitting
Back.
goose battle music.
Goose battling music. I wonder if I can find something. Goose battle.
Yeah, I'm actually typing that in.
I am. It's not gonna show up on the VOD. It's fine. Song that plays when you meet eyes with a goose you don't know what to do.
Very
The
good.
fuck?
Goose Revolution. Is that what you're looking at?
Goose, 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 goose.
No, I got one for you. I
Revolution.
got one for you.
Okay.
Boss Battle Mighty Goose OST.
Boss Battle Goose OST. Mighty Goose OST. Oh god. What the fuck?
That slaps.
Yeah, no, it does. Okay, cool. We're gonna play this. I'll share it with you guys in the DMs if you want to listen to it yourselves.
Yeah, I
Just
want
gotta
to
put
hear
this
it.
on.
Oh yeah, I want to hear it too.
All right. You know what?
yeah.
I dig it. All right. So, starting off with the turn order is the Mighty Goose. As let's see. It has a movement of 30. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and it's going to dash up right next to you, Kolb. And then, so that's its action and its movement. And that's it. That's all its turn. Next on the docket is Aki. Go ahead.
Okay. So my first action, I guess I draw my weapon.
I will say it's already out. You would have seen this thing like a mile away.
Oh,
So
okay.
you have your swords out or your bow up to you.
I'll take my bow out.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually,
So I
let's
guess
be fair real quick. Before we continue, let's be fair. Before it started moving, arrange yourselves on the map where you need to be because that was kind of unfair. You guys should be where you want to be.
How do you guys want to do it? Actually, who has the best AC?
So just well, you moved it back. I was because I looked over from your stream to the battlefield, and then I noticed I was like, hang on, the goose isn't in front of us anymore.
I try to move
Yeah.
myself a little bit farther back because I'm planning to use my bow. Get some
Okay.
distance a little bit.
Aki, you can also move your Drake.
Oh. My Drake. I'll put in the path somewhere between me and
Sounds good.
Goose.
Okay, is everyone where they needs to be?
I think I'm good where I'm at.
I'm good.
All right, Goose is in front of you, Colby. What do you do? Actually, no, not you, Aki. What are you doing?
All right, so I fire my bow.
Okay, roll to attack. Attack hits. Go roll damage.
I do
Nice, 12 piercing damage as you pull back your longbow and you release your first arrow as it lodges itself in one of its feathers. It seems to have done damage as it starts to bleed from that very spot. You have one more attack left.
Oh, actually, probably should I have? That's too late for that now. I was gonna use the spell to Hunter's Mark again.
I think you can still do it. You can go attack Hunter's Mark attack.
Okay.
If you
so
can't,
I'll
then fuck it, you're doing it now.
Okay, I'll do Hunter's Mark.
All right, Hunter's Mark. It just happens. There is no save. It now has a debuff. You're going to attack again?
Yes.
Do it again. Go, go, go. No, you gotta hit, not damage. The roll for you gotta make sure you hit first.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 16, yes, and then I'll take the 8 damage.
Oh, okay.
You know, screw it. I'll take the 11. Okay, so you do a total of. Oh, you do one more d6 for Hunter's Mark.
Okay, one more d6. Okay, d6.
An additional 4 points of damage. So in your single turn, you shoot it with 2 different arrows. One of them detonates your Hunter's Mark. You do a total of 27 points of damage. Colossal, as all arrows pinpoint the exact same spot as it starts to bleed from that spot. Nice job, Aki. Anything else that you'd like to do? That is your action and your bonus action.
No, nothing.
Nothing? All right. It is your Drake's turn now.
Yeah, so I command my Drake to attack it.
All right. It moves a little closer to attack because it only has the bite attack. Go ahead and roll your D20 plus 6. Okay, that does not hit as it attempts to hit, but this thing is too off the ground. It is a very large creature. You would have to get closer. All right. Fress, and then Colby.
I
I'm going to recall all of the meat that I ate in the first night, all of the boar that I ate the night before, and the giant egg. And then I'm going to unleash the feeling and cast Stinking Cloud upon it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh my god.
I assume it has to make a save of some sort.
Let me bring Stinking Cloud up
And I assume you're farting.
at a distance.
The most potent.
You know how like
poison
there's
spell.
the ventriloquism.
Yeah.
This is that for farts.
Ventriloquism farts. You got it.
You create a 20-foot radius sphere of yellow, nauseating gas centered on a point in range. The cloud spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. The cloud lingers in the air for a duration. Each creature that is completely within the cloud at the start of its turn must make a Constitution saving throw against the poison. On a failed save, the creature spends its action in that turn retching and reeling. Creatures that don't need to breathe or are immune to the poison automatically succeed on its saving throw.
Well, it has a 5 total. I assume that does not beat your saving throw or your saving.
It needs a 14.
It is retching with your fart smell and takes how much damage?
No damage. That's its entire turn is that it spends
It
its turn
retches.
reeling.
Ah, very nice.
So it
very
loses
nice.
its turn.
It's a fart CC.
I will say, how windy is it?
Oh god.
Let's
this is
roll some
wild.
dice to determine.
Because it does determine how long it stays around for.
It's not really windy. Actually, it's a little windy. Not very much.
Alright, so it'll stay for around 4 rounds.
Okay, that's a lot of time. All right. Anything else?
No, that's my action. I can't do anything else other than that. Unless I have a bonus action. Let me double check. No, I don't have a.
Okay. Kolb.
Well, actually, no. I will. What I will do is I'll cast Shillelagh on my frying pan handle.
All right. As you cast Shillelagh, as the magical energy surrounds your frying pan, it is ready for battle. Kolb, what are you doing?
so let's see. I will be.
Oh, also, sorry to interrupt. Martin, can you draw where your cloud is?
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, continue, Draco. Go ahead.
I'll be going and casting Spirit Guardians as my 3rd level slot.
Ooh, okay.
So I don't remember. Hold on, cast a spell. So designate the number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. So obviously my 2 companions and the Drake as well. It will not be affected.
Mm-hmm.
And let's
Sounds
see.
good.
Doesn't say it should take damage immediately once I cast it, right? Or do I have to wait until my next turn?
What does it say? Oh wait, I mean
About-
it surrounds you. So...
Yeah, it surrounds-
yeah. What does it say? What does it say?
Call forth spirits to protect you, to flit around you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration. If you are good or neutral, I'll do angelic form with them. Cast a spell, designate, blah blah blah. Affected creature speed is halved in the area. When the creatures enter the area for the first time or on a turn or starts the turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw on a fail save. Creature takes 3d8 radiant damage. Okay, so it will take damage immediately once I cast it.
Okay. So how much damage does it take?
First, the wisdom throw for it, which will be wisdom 15.
You got it. 14 wisdom. It has a +2 to wisdom, so that is a 16. It beats it.
Okay, so Spirit Guardians, let me just roll the 3d8 and then 16, so it'll be 8 damage since it.
8 damage. You got it. I'm gonna write this down on how much HP it's got left. Okay.
And
Anything else?
as for my bonus action, I'll do another Draconic Cry, so that we can have the
Ooh.
advantage. over it.
Advantage attacks. Excellent.
Mhm.
All right.
And
So, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and that's it.
Got it. All right. Now it is the giant goose's turn as it begins to retch continuously. So it just has to save DC 14, and then that's its whole turn.
But it already rolled when I first casted it.
Okay, so that's only when it's still there.
Yeah, when it starts its turn in the cloud.
Okay, well, it starts its turn, so it's going to do the con save for the 14. That is a 6, so it continues to retch, and that is its whole turn. It can't move, can it?
Nope, it's its whole turn. It literally just says...
That's some heavy CC. All right,
Let
the
me
goose
just
begins
check
to
again,
retch and
but-
throw up as on its turn, as it is completely enveloped by this
Bro, it
magical
can move.
fart.
It can move. It just spends its entire action.
Oh, so it can be just not its action. Okay. Well, in that case, it's going to try and get away from the smell. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Just getting out of the fart. But it is still retching from the disgusting after meat smell. That's his turn. Okay, go
I
ahead.
know we have bioweapons of mass destruction in this campaign. All right. Okay, so
Hold
I
on.
guess
Before
I'll
you
shoot it
begin,
again.
what type of damage is that fart?
It's not damage. It just
Oh, it's
literally
just
just removes their Yeah.
Right, gotcha. Just keeping in mind your original mission. You're trying to take this thing's as a food source for one of your quests.
Right. I shouldn't do inflict.
I mean, it's gonna be a little farty, but I don't think.
Nah, that's lung damage. That's fine. Continue.
So I guess I continue to shoot it. Will shooting it really negatively impact the final quality of it or no?
Give me a wisdom check.
Okay. Wisdom.
Look, I mean, so long as you slice the steaks in exactly where the arrows went through, I don't think people are gonna notice.
Yeah, with
Wisdom save?
advantage, by the way. Wisdom
Oh.
check.
Wisdom check is where?
Just click on wisdom.
Oh. Wisdom. Gotcha.
There you go. So with advantage, you have a 19. This is easy enough to know. If you keep attacking the same spot, it's not going to be an issue. So you can either do like really clean cuts, or precision strikes, or bludgeoning damage.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'll try to aim for the same spot and shoot it again.
Okay. Because you're trying to aim for the same spot, I'm going to up the AC a little bit, but go ahead and roll to attack. I assume with your bow. Okay. As you pull your bowstring back, aiming for the exact same spot, you release your arrow, and it strikes it once more, the same spot as the other arrows, as the wound begins to open up further, letting more blood out. You have a second attack, and it does an explosion of Hunter's Mark. So go ahead and do one more d6 of damage. Additional 4 points of damage. Excellent. Go ahead and roll for your second attack.
Oh, I didn't roll my attack for my longbow, did I? Just rolled the hit.
Oh, you just didn't do the damage. So yeah, click on the longbow for damage.
Yeah.
But you did hit it.
Six.
Okay, so 6 plus 4.
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay, cool.
And then I'll do
10 points. Oh, that one definitely hits. As you strike yet again on this exact same spot. Go ahead and roll that thing's damage. Another 6. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of damage. Excellent. Plus additional 2 from a Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Your bonus movement
That's only
and
18
free.
damage, right? That's 18
Yeah.
total. For my current turn, not much to do from here. Any other spells I could possibly use here?
Well, you did attack, and most of your spell casting is your action,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you
you're
won't be able
right,
to do
you're
it
right.
this turn. Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, never mind. I'm done this turn.
sounds good. Your Drake's turn now.
Okay, I can move my Drake to get closer within
Okay.
range, but like not in the fart cloud area, in front of the non-fart cloud area.
Yeah, I assume.
And then
yeah.
I will roll. Just roll d6, right?
D20 plus 6.
D20 plus 6. So
Natural
nat
20. This is gonna crit. So I want you to roll 2d6s plus 3
Ooh, okay.
as your Drake decides to bite on a very sensitive area of this thing's leg, ripping off parts of the webbing on its feet. As it does 7 points of piercing damage. Very nice.
Nice.
Okay, this thing is starting to get bloodied. Anything else on your turn?
The Drake's turn. No.
Okay, Frost and then Kolbe.
So here's my question:
Kolbe. Yes.
Can I use Gust to reposition the cloud?
Yes.
I would like to use Gust to reposition the cloud, and at the same time, I would like to cast Plant Growth underneath the duck to make their area overgrown, so that his movement
My
is
only
reduced
question.
to 1/4.
My only question is Gust or one of those a bonus action? Because you're attempting to make two
Was it?
different
Wait, hang on.
spells, I
Let me
believe.
double check. Was it a bonus? Sorry, I just double checked if it was a cantrip. I forgot to check if it was a bonus. One action. No, never mind.
For now, I will just.
No, actually, yeah. For now, I will cast the Overgrown.
All right, as you cast Overgrown, you guys begin to see the plant growth around this large goose begin to grow and start entangle on its feet, immobilizing most of its movement. I.e., rough terrain, right?
Basically, it brings you have to spend 4 feet for every 1 foot you move in it.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
That's worse than rough terrain.
Anything else?
Give me a second. I'm just drawing up the area.
Sounds good. Yeah. So Fress is really showing to be very CC heavy.
100 feet. I think that's 100 feet.
Damn, that's huge. Could barely see it, but yeah.
So I'll see if I can change the color for you.
Maybe like yellow.
Went blue.
That's good too. Okay. Anything else?
No, that will be my turn.
Sounds good. Kolb.
Okay, so I do have a question. If is it possible, if I use something like Healing Word on the goose, can it like restore like parts of its, its flesh, so it's better quality for when we turn it in?
Yes.
To the ship. Okay.
Are you gonna heal the boss?
We need the meat. We can
I
get
know.
higher
You do
but,
know though, the feet. I mean, yeah. If you want to get the webbing back on, that's fine.
Mm. And no, I think I'll just get that on there.
It's creative thinking. I'll give you that. That's a really good idea.
Because I think all we really have on it is just wherever Aki landed his arrows right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Center mass.
I think that's good enough.
So what you doing, Kolb?
I'm going through, yeah, because that was really my only plan right there. I already have concentration going with that. I mean, no. I'll just do... Okay, no, because Draconic Cry is gone now since it's the start of my next turn, so I'll put it up again so I can have an advantage right now for my attack.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let me put that up. Okay, so Draconic Cry, one more use left. And after that, I'll just do a normal attack on him.
All right, do it up. And you do have a Warhammer. All you're doing is a blunt damage, which is just tenderizing the meat. If anything, Barbados should thank you.
Awesome. All right. First roll, 11. Second is 19.
Because remember,
19
the
to
more
hit.
blood we drain, the better the meat travels.
Hell yeah! Now you're thinking with your chef brain. Go ahead and roll to attack.
I already did. First roll was 11. The second one was 19 to hit.
That one, the 11 will not hit. And what was the 19? A second hit?
Yeah, for the advantage.
Oh, for advantage, yes. So that'll definitely hit. Go to roll damage.
It is 10.
10. You pound into this thing's body with your warhammer, tenderizing the main body's meat, and you can see that blood start to spurt from the various arrow wounds that Aki had inflicted, as well as... No, that's it. It begins to cough up blood, as this thing is very, very close to being dead and ready for food preparation. It is... Anything else there, Kolbu?
No, that'll be it for me right there.
All right. The goose is going to disengage because it clearly is in for too far into its it's scared. So it's going to take its
I would be scared too,
movement and
honestly.
action. Go 5, 10. Oh no, wait, it can't because
It only
the
has
rough
quarter
terrain,
movement
right?
when moving through the overgrown. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
For
30
better or
divided
for
by 4.
worse, that's only when it's running through it, right?
No, it's just moving through it.
Moving through it. So what if it starts flying straight up?
I guess.
That's what I mean, because it's plants, but I don't know if it's tied around it or what does the spell say?
Where's overgrown? Where's overgrown?
Because it has a flight speed.
High growth.
It just says moving through.
Okay. I'm gonna DM rule say that because it's plants, as long as it gets out of range of this thing, which I don't know if it has a range, it's just kind of there.
100-foot radius. Oh, it's 100-foot radius. I read it as a 100-foot thing. Yeah, it's the
Jeez.
entire. It's pretty much the entire map.
It's the entire map. Okay, well, yeah, because that's the thing.
Thanks for
If it
making me
doesn't,
reread that, buddy.
regardless though, because it said just moving through it and plant growth, so it's just like really big.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd understand if it was it hindered like its initial takeoff,
Mm-hmm.
but then after it cleared it, it got movement.
Because the thing is, it's plants, right? So I'm just wondering if it flies, is it still hindering it? Like, does the spell say anything about ground? Or
It
no?
doesn't say ground. It literally just says any creature moving through
Just
that
move
area.
through it. Okay, so that thing goes all the way up to here. I have to rule this. Plant growth. Plant growth. It's just a radius. It's not a cylinder. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna say because it's a plant growth and doesn't really say anything about moving through it, as long as it flies up, so it's gonna fly maybe 10 feet to get out of its reach. I'd imagine this thing has a limit to height. I don't I don't know what the height would be, but it's a plant, so I can imagine it's not that far. It's gonna fly straight up maybe 10 feet. Actually, no. It's gonna go. Okay, what was the hindrance against for every 1 foot? It's 4.
Yep.
Okay, it wants to go. Actually, it's gonna be
So
from
if it
here.
wants to fly,
Five,
up
10.
10 feet, it would need like 40 feet of movement.
Yeah, I would say it would start rushing here. So 10. So it would just be 40 feet of movement, just to get out. 15. Yeah, no, it'd be 40. It's gonna
I need to
dash
fix up that range.
to here. Oh, but then this thing is still like 100, right?
Yeah, I thought it was like 100 like overall. No, it's 100 radius.
That was like over here or some shit. That's insane. That's
That is
insane. Are you kidding me?
Oh, what?
That's insane. Well, I guess it's just gonna keep running. So this is 40, and it's doing a total of 60. I know. I guess it's only going to get over here as it's just sprinting away as it's trying to move through all these plant growths. It's continuously trying and grab onto it. It can't even fly away because of how incredibly powerful the spell is. That's its turn. Aki, go ahead.
All right. So now what? It's trying to run away.
It's trying to run away. Very clearly trying to run away.
I can hit it from there though, right?
You got a bow that has a range of 150.
Yep. Okay. I roll.
You missed the first shot as you're trying to adjust, as it's flailing about trying to get through all this foliage.
Okay. I roll again.
Mm-hmm. But you
20
are a master archer as you take a knee and trying to get a better tracking on this creature as you let loose your second arrow as it lodges itself on its rear. Go ahead and do damage. And the hunter's mark. 11.
Yep. And then D6.
Full 6. As the arrow flies true, going through the air, despite the rough terrain, both affected by you guys and the goose, the arrow lodges itself in a very sensitive spot in its behind, as it falls over from the pain, dead, falling down on the foliage below. The thing, a moment passes by, as... Hold on, so let me find the music. A moment passes by as the plants continue to hinder its movement, but you notice that despite the minor bit of twitching that this thing still has, you have determined that the creature is now dead. Barely...
Yay, we did it.
whose body is barely damaged, as you were. It's been nothing but precision strikes and non-toxic damage. You did it! Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, that CC's crazy.
This is the first time I've ever seen this spell used. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to use this spell and try it out.
That's insane, though. What is plant
broken,
growth?
to be fair. Like,
yeah,
that range
third
is
level spell.
wild.
The 8-hour casting version of it literally affects up to half a mile.
A mile is
That is
insane.
nuts.
My God.
Okay, let me read this up. Third
I think
level,
druids are just really
150 feet range.
A forest.
One action for all normal plants within 100-foot radius on that point become thick and overgrown. Okay, no, it's just thick and overgrown. They're not magically trying to grab you. So technically this thing could have just flown and got away. But honestly,
there's also trees and shit.
True. But it's also right next to a pathway. But that doesn't matter because it would still have to take pathway, which is a straight shot. And Aki has a bow that has 150 feet, and it was on like 10 HP.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, and when you consider it, like the takeoff, even to getting that 5 foot off the ground to actually start flying, that would be hindered by it.
oh yeah.
So it'd need like 20 feet of movement just to get off the ground to start flying.
Yeah, this thing was screwed as soon as you cast that spell because of everyone's abilities and whatnot. Colby would have had a attack of opportunity. Aki still has range. Your CC kept it grounded. This was perfect. There was a perfect storm.
Yeah,
And
it
as
ends
an
up
extra
working
slap
out
to
really
the face, I hit it with its own child.
well. That's...
The deliberating fart requires a rotten eggshell.
Oh my god.
Is that how it works? Oh, wow.
Oh, perfect. Good job, gentlemen. So, let's just wrap this up then.
Mhm.
And so, using the tools at your disposal, you attempt to prepare this goose for travel. That said, it is a large beast, but thankfully you have not only a Drake's help, but a large cart to transport the meat with that Barbados had given you. Getting rid of some of the eggshells that you didn't need for... Actually, no, he'd already put that away. Making space and cutting out as much meat as you can, you travel back to the city of Omniport where you came, feasting upon the rations that you had made beforehand out of the giant boar. It is a quiet and uneventful trek back to Omniport. You are paid handsomely for your services, both by the captain of the guard as well as Barbados of the Crystal Cavern Inn. You hand over the meat, keeping probably a bit of it for yourselves, a sort of reward for your hard-earned work in ensuring that the meat of this thing was kept pristine and ready to serve. Another day's work, another quest done, and you can congratulate yourselves as you either part ways for new adventures or perhaps stay as a group, going on to new adventures together. But that is a story for another time. GG, boys. I think this was fun.
Yeah, GG. It was really fun. Thanks for being an amazing DM.
Oh, I appreciate that. And I
was
hope
really
that
good.
this was a good experience for your first little time of D&D. I promise
Yeah,
it gets
yeah,
a
it
little
was.
more crazy. But
Yeah. I can imagine when I saw the craziness that specifically you were doing. Was it? Yeah, I know. Marnin
Correct.
was crazy. Marnin was going
I'll be honest, not a
crazy.
lot of people go as in depth with it as I do. But
I think
when I have a
Marnin was
theme,
pulling
I
out
go
stuff
in
that I didn't
depth.
even think of.
Yeah, he's very creative. I loved it.
I was like, damn, he's into this character really.
Look,
Mm.
a thing that's always good to remember is if you can confidently convince the DM about
Mhm.
something, the odds are they're going to run with it.
Yeah.
So, like the
I
whole,
will say,
hey, this ball thing, they use guts for sausages. He's like, oh fuck, all right.
and I will say that the whole chef thing does resonate with me because one of my favorite characters playing was a storm cleric Goliath who is also a chef. It's actually Barbados. And he would every night try and make food out of all the things that we found. And the DM would always like give us little bonuses for whatever I created, as long as I described it in much detail as possible.
That's awesome.
Alrighty, well
that's
that's
always a
it
good
for
thing
today.
to look at. Oh, sorry, go on.
What's
I'll
that?
let you.
No,
Go
go ahead,
first,
go ahead.
I was gonna say it's like it's so you saw how it's just like all right, rations and rations. So one of the things I sort of think about when I'm playing it is, especially when I'm role playing, is my character going to get tired of the same rations day in and day out? Probably, because I know I would do that IRL.
Mm-hmm.
Makes things spicy. It's making things exciting. I'm gonna eat the phoenix.
I'm gonna eat it. Honestly, because as Nine is saying in chat there, it's like very heavily inspired by Delicious in Dungeon, i.e. Dungeon Meshi.
Yeah.
Because
Love
why
Dungeon Meshi.
wouldn't you attempt to eat the monster? That thing looks like a fiery chicken. It's probably hot as hell. Or like
Yeah.
be expressive with like that's a fish monster. What does it taste like?
Magical hops making beer, and then you have that beer with the spicy chicken.
Damn, dude. I gotta finish that
Fried
anime.
dungeon.
I think the Dungeon Meshi thumbnail that you made was very fitting for this whole story.
I love
Oh
it.
yeah.
It basically was like a giant eating Dungeon Meshi thing, and also it was really funny that you chose Marcel as the character to put my portrait on after I refused to eat the dish in that first night.
Yeah.
I was like, actually, I was thinking back to it. I was like, wait a second, this is actually in character for some reason. That was really funny.
And I had to make Marnin the same spot. I obviously couldn't like Photoshop Marnin into Senshi, but he was in that spot.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like all through my head, for some reason, this entire thing, I just had this image of good berry jam and just doing the whole fucking like holy water jam thing that he does.
Yeah, exactly. That was such a good episode. Alrighty, so
I am sorry for
um,
doing what I did to your to your boss.
I mean, I love that. You need a little chaos to spice things
I
up.
love the utility spells, and there's like not many people. They're not used as often as they should be.
For sure. Alrighty, well, that's it for me. Before we go, I want to make sure that everyone who's still here in chat, to get a bit of an intro into who we all are. So let's start the opposite end of the table. So you guys already know me, Winter Rain, Ice Dragon VTuber, Dungeon Master, and Variety Gamer. And I do these one-shots with a very amount of people. and I try to pull as many people in as possible. We just got hit by an ad. Son of a bitch.
It's always
I
come at the
think
worst
there's one
time.
a minute ago.
Wait, it starts in 52 seconds. So,
Oh.
50 seconds. Marnin, tell us who you are, where people can find you. Go.
Oh god. Hello everyone. I'm Mad Marlin Dracklet from the Dungeon Down Under. Variety streamer. I do other do games. I try and do some D&D content. However, I don't really fit that in as much. But otherwise, yeah. Feel free to come around, hang out, chill vibes, and have a good time.
Aki, 30 seconds. Go.
Hey, all right, cool. I'm an Autumn Dragon VTuber. I play a lot of different variety games. I like roguelikes and JRPGs. And yeah, first time D&D, and I had a great time. Thank you for having me.
20 seconds, Draco. Go.
Hey, I'm a Silver Dragon VTuber. I play a variety of games, like varying from from simulator games to Souls-like games. I don't know. There's just how much time is left.
5 seconds. 3.
Hey, you know, we did it pretty fast. That was pretty good.
Yeah, no, you did good. Okay, so the ads are starting soon. Sorry for anyone who got bonked by the ads, but we are stopping here. Thank you again for joining us on this little D&D session. We are going to do this again at some point as soon as I find people who are interested and actually can schedule. But other than that, thank you guys again for playing. This is super fun. I'll talk to you guys next time. But before we go, do we want to rate anyone specific? Does anyone have anyone in mind?
I think I saw somebody come on saying something about some sort of celebration stream that they were doing.
Oh?
Let me see if I double check who it was. Where are they?
I can see who's streaming on my side.
Yeah, by all means, let's see who is going.
Are anyone from the console live right now?
Unfortunately, there's only me and Avara who are streaming within the Dragon's Council.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, for those who are still here and haven't been blocked by an ad, most of us are part of the are part of the Dragon Council. Please do visit us at the Dragon Council Discord. You do not have to be a Dragon VTuber, but if you are, you'll find your fellow Dragon VTubers there. We love to hang out. We like to chat. And go ahead and check us out. Actually, well, that is not the right command. There it is. So, any raid people?
I
don't really have anyone. That
yeah, I don't really
follow
have anyone.
raid.
Okay. Well, we could just end here. It's not a big deal. Yeah, sure. We'll just end here.
Yeah.
Valen Polaris, friends, North. Oh,
Some
Valen
people,
Polaris.
but,
Yeah, I've heard of
not
them.
hanging- Yeah, I don't want to be sending all you guys over to my people, so not in a
we
bad
can
way,
if you
just
want.
like you don't know them sort of thing. There's otherwise, there's a friend of mine named Burnt who's on Burnt Sonic. He does a lot of D&D stuff as well. Not so much
Okay.
on stream, but he does want to get into doing more of it. He's a pretty good guy. You'd probably enjoy hanging out with him at some point.
He's playing Overwatch 2 currently.
Yeah.
You know what? Sure. Let's spread some love. All right, so we're gonna raid Burnt Sonic, currently playing Overwatch. So for those who hate Overwatch, I am so sorry, but we're going there anyway. Well, we are. I don't know about you, Draco.
Burnt Sonic, you said, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Here, I'll even write it in chat.
I see it here. I searched him up.
Okay.
Burnt Sonic Overwatch 2 Easter Sunday stream, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll rate him as well.
Alrighty.
Remember, when you raid over, to wish him an early birthday wish because it's his birthday in next week, I think it is.
Ooh. Alrighty, I'm starting my raid. Thank you again, guys, for joining me. We're gonna do this next time with either another group or hell, I might kidnap these guys for more D&D. Either way, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. What's that?
I look forward to torturing your monsters in the future.
All good. I love it. I told you I am a chef advocate. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your night, and remember.
All right, take care.
Stay frosty. Bye bye.
Zero.
Bye. Later.
Bye.